he was like, "Oh, dude, where's it coming on?" I said, "It's gonna be on Rogue One 6." He's like, "Where is that?"
He's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, because yeah, statue people. So
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're live, but listen, I just couldn't wait. We were going to listen, I'm hearing an echo. Sorry.
No, my bad. Sorry about that.
No worries. I was gonna wait and open these two guys up at some other point, but I just can't wait, and I'm not going to wait. I refuse.
You shouldn't have to.
Yeah. so I'm excited, and I'm going to basically we're doing Boba Fett Mythos and Vader Mythos. So I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story.
I'm sharing it to a DCX group.
Yeah. You know the full the craziness.
Yeah.
I've been working with this guy to get this Vader for I don't know 2 weeks, one and a half weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Something stupid, and he's just kind of going back and forth, and the more I find out about this guy, the more I'm like, man, this dude, this cat's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of statues, and he keeps them in the storage bin, and it's like piled to the ceiling. And basically I tried to get it last week, and it was apparently it's in the back of his storage facility, like in the back. So the guy couldn't get to it because he has too much shit. So then I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, well, I wait for the week, and I'm thinking this guy's going to screw me. It's going to be gone. There's no way. There's no way he kept it this, he's not, messing with me. And so, and then I hear today, I hit him up today, and I'm like, yo, what's up? It sends me pictures of it. And I'm like, hell yes, dude. So I got my kids in the car, and we drove to Compton, bro. Like we drove straight. It wasn't in Compton, but okay, I swear to God, we parked at a Starbucks, and I'm looking around like, this isn't a place I should be. Like it had a Starbucks. I mean, Starbucks, you're pretty safe at a Starbucks, but
so you hope.
Even still, I was looking around. I'm like, this isn't where I would normally be. So, which is totally fine. Like the guy pulled up, super nice guy.
That's good.
I'm talking, I'm chatting with him. Find out that he doesn't do PayPal. Right. He doesn't do PayPal. He just does cash. And I'm like, yo, I don't have cash. And so I ended up figuring out how to pay him through my bank, and it was fine.
Oh, okay.
But like the guy's old school, works
older guy, younger guy.
No, he's a younger dude, but he works on the Santa Monica Pier. He's a waiter. He's a really cool guy, and he's got a bunch of other stuff. And I'm trying to get him to send me a list, so we'll figure that out and see if there's anything more. But
so you didn't actually see the storage facility. He just bought.
I sent you some pictures of it. I mean, you saw.
Oh, okay.
You saw what he was.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah. It was. It's serious, man. It's it almost looks like it's in his garage, but I don't know what it is. But it was piled high. He said, this is getting a little ridiculous, but he tells me he almost stopped, and wasn't gonna do this deal today because he found a dead possum in his storage facility, and he's like. I was like, no, I'm not going to, I can't do this. I can't go any further. And I was like, dude, like what'd you do?
Toss that sucker.
He got one of his friends to come over, get the possum out of the way. Cause I guess he's terrified of dead animals. And so the guy was committed to getting me the statue, which is good. Good. So that all said, it's here. It's safe.
Well, you finally got the other one came from Malaysia though, right?
The other one came from Singapore. Yeah.
Wow, that's fast, man. It came
super fast. Cause wasn't it like, I think it was Tuesday?
Yeah, maybe? Dude, that was like beginning of the week.
Yeah, Tuesday or even maybe Wednesday for them.
Because you said Monday, didn't you tell us Monday it was gonna be here?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be here Monday, which is still fast. That's still
that's still fast.
That's still fast. And so I was like, cool, Monday's great. And then I found out that this thing's coming, that this game came today. Like that's
I love when that happens.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I did pay a decent amount for shipping, and I was like, this thing better get here fast, but I wasn't expecting it this fast. So anyway, we're I'm gonna start opening this stuff.
Once you finish, I have to tell you, I also made a transaction, and then I'll tell you later on.
Hell yeah! Did you just do it?
No, this was Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh
Wednesday.
man.
Yeah, they haven't
Why
shipped it yet, but they're gonna ship it Monday.
Why are we hearing this now? Like,
Well,
just
I
getting-
mean, I'm under the table, bro. I'm under the table, man. I'll be making moves in the shadows.
dude,
So,
that's fantastic.
yeah, but you know about what it is, so we'll see.
I'm excited.
But which one you gonna do first?
Matt is in
These are
2 feet.
These are Gary and Sinister and Norman. They all coming over from
Hell yeah.
open mic. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Good to have you guys.
Steve is here.
Hey guys.
Yes,
Steve, thanks for coming on, man. I know it's your
Sure.
son's birthday, so I don't want to.
No, it got to the point. I was like, okay, what else do you want to do? What else do you want to do? And
Yeah.
he didn't answer. And finally, I was like, fine, we're done.
Yeah, this is it. It's over. You had your time.
Yeah.
I was debriefing the open mic crowd about.
Well, I hope you weren't taking anybody's briefs off.
your slow descent into the dark side.
Yeah.
So,
What did they think about that? Were they just like,
they,
yeah, that makes sense.
they know me, so they say yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
They say yeah, and
Only
I told
a
them,
matter
I
of
said
time.
yeah, they shouldn't have let me in their group. I said,
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Did you get the Fett? Did you get Fett?
I did.
we have
Woo!
everything
so-
in house.
Yeah, so Fett came from Singapore, and then I picked up Vader with my own 2 hands today.
How did you get Fett so fast? My
I don't know. Singapore, dude, they sent a DHL, and it just like lightning.
Oh,
came over here.
DHL is fine. Okay, now that explains it.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah.
They are
It came-
lightning, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped, man. Didn't you just get yours, Steve?
I got Fett yesterday.
Okay. When does your Vader come?
Tomorrow.
Oh man.
Outstanding.
Yeah. So.
Sorry about
And that-
Talon, man.
Oh God, I'm devastated.
Sorry about
That
Talon.
sucks.
Oh, that was just like it was weird, It was leaning at an angle, and I'm like, this isn't right. And then I was putting the head on, and a chip came flying out of the neck, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I looked, and it was like the neck was defective. The neck was defective and painted over at the factory, so the chip came off like that.
Should you not buy used anymore?
It's too bad you don't live around here because we got a statue doctor, man. Oh,
Oh my God.
Hey.
It's my boy Tim,
Hey, guys.
Matt,
Wow.
and Steve. This is
Somebody told me we were talking about statues earlier.
You didn't have enough, huh? You didn't get enough with DC, huh? DC.
No, man, I never do.
That's funny.
Wow, I feel honored to be on the same live stream as Tim. Awesome, man. Nice to see you, man. Nice to meet
Oh,
you.
come on, man.
No, I used to watch you on Darth Castle for like a year before I started my own show.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Very cool. All those
Man,
X-Men
Don't be honored.
statues.
I'm just a dude.
Yeah, no,
All right.
man.
Well,
Awesome.
welcome. And how do you like that Colossus, man? I've been seeing all you guys open those things.
It's fucking awesome, man.
Is it crazy?
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Oh, it looked really good. The chrome looks really good. I like the darker chrome. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's weird. I just threw a picture up of like all my other Colossus statues,
Yeah.
and this one stands out like super different from the other ones. Like
Yeah,
the
it's really
chrome is
cool.
different, the muted colors on the costume and the boots. It's
Mhm.
cool.
Are most people displaying with the Lockheed character or not?
I think most people will.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to see if I can get him on her arm.
Gosh, he's
But-
so big. That's crazy.
Oh, Juggernaut's enormous.
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
Yeah,
I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest. Those X-Men come out like every other week. Like it's
Bro.
crazy.
But think
It's
about
crazy.
this: the Rancor is bigger than
If
him.
I spun my camera around,
That's
dude,
true.
like my legs are on a statue box right now.
Just
He
everywhere.
actually has one of my statues at his house.
Damn. Which one?
He got
This is Samurai Wolverine.
he got Asajj Ventress, the OG.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was gonna have somebody convert it, but
But, yeah.
things change.
So what are you unboxing tonight, man?
I'm boxing Mythos Fett and Mythos Vader. So I got both. in.
Double.
Heavy
Yes.
duty shit, bro.
Nice,
Yeah,
man.
and, and
Congrats.
supposedly, thank you, man. And supposedly they are. I mean, both of them I don't think have been displayed ever, so it's like pretty awesome.
Nice.
We'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
one's from Singapore. They don't have any room, so they don't even take these things out anyway. So,
Tim, this man went to Compton to get Vader.
I went pretty
Like
deep
no
into LA.
BS. This man with the Compton, California.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that you were going to be walking through Compton.
It was close. I swear it was close. I think when I looked it up initially on the map, I was like, I don't know, man. Like it was close enough. It was close enough to like Compton and Inglewood that I was like, I don't know. And then he told me where we were gonna meet, and I was like, I can take my kids there. It's fine. I'm gonna go get this Vader and just do it.
Old
So-
boy was out there and shit.
It was crazy.
That's
It was
dope.
crazy. It was at a Starbucks though. I mean, what can go wrong, you know?
No, public place always a good move.
Yeah, that was good. So which one should I go for first?
Boba.
Okay.
Boba. Yeah, definitely Boba. Yeah.
Which one is the one you're more excited about? You should go for that one last.
Probably Vader because
Yeah, I
I've been
know.
trying to find that one everywhere. So
Yeah, I've made the foul mistake before of opening the statue that came first that I was more excited about, and I mean the taste is just in your mouth for the next month, and everything after that is just like, man, this thing is dog shit compared to that one.
I hear
Yeah.
that. Damn. Okay, so this is the print that came with it. And a little story on the back. You think are they going to do this for all the other ones, for the new ones?
I don't know, man. We'll see when
Probably
they come
not.
out. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
It'd be cool, but I mean, I know it's an older thing.
Yeah, I think that's what really
Yeah,
made
and
them special.
Even back then when they did all the prints, people complained about them. These prints suck.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
yeah, they're not super great. You know what I love about these statues though? It just feels so old in a way. Like, you know, like in a good way. Like the way Sideshow used to make, you know, stuff. Like Obi-Wan is crazy. The Obi-Wan is just absolutely crazy.
I'm telling you, the Fett one is just as good.
I'm excited.
I told you, Steve. Didn't I tell
Wait,
you?
you got Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
When did you open that?
A little bit ago.
Like a
it was
week ago.
Yeah, like a
About
week,
a week
ago. 2 weeks ago, something
I
like that.
told you, Tim. This dude been going hard, bro.
Yeah.
This
Well,
dude been going hard.
I've also been selling things. So I've been selling different pieces to pick up pieces, and that's been working well. So, dude, I'll tell you this, Thor. I've been getting messages from people like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you like straight up?" I've been getting messages from people that are like, "Yo, I know. Are you selling things because you like need money or like what's going on?" I'm like, dude, I'm not okay, but I'm selling them for the
Tell him this. I am fulfilling my destiny.
You got it, pal.
I was thinking about that. Bro.
This is the beginning, man.
Did I turn this thing
sir.
upside down?
Yeah. That's the easiest way to do it with gravity. Let gravity do the work for you. If they never open it,
fold both those flaps all the way over,
yeah,
and then flip the box over.
yeah. It's taped up, so you should be good to go. Ah, yes.
Thor, what's up, bro?
Oh man, I'm to see
I
this.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me. You can hear me, right, Steve?
I gotta leave and come back.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
No, I can hear him fine. Oh.
yeah. He has that problem sometimes. Whenever he's the last one in, he can't hear nobody. So I don't know what's up with that. So it ain't just my cast. Dude, we got kicked off again, Steve.
No, what you do?
We didn't do nothing. I swear to God, we didn't say, order 69 and none of that stuff.
Got you.
You good?
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just we didn't say order blah 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 as we get disconnected from this show. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean we didn't mention it or nothing. I don't know what happened, bro. We suspect there's some people out there, flagging us or whatever.
It could also just be YouTube like load balancing and just like kicking people off because they have too many live streams going on.
Yeah. That's true.
It's coincidental because it happened 3 weeks in a row to us.
3 weeks.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
That's something's going on there.
Yeah.
So do I open the top part first and then go down? Is that the idea, or
Is there 3 layers?
there's 2 layers?
Yeah, go around the middle and then.
Come on, Matt. Grab hold of the situation and work it. You don't need any directions.
I don't know what I'm doing. With these.
You got this, bro.
You'll be a vet.
Just
before you know
you
it.
just got to make sure that the foam says Sideshow on top.
Yeah, on the top of it.
Yeah. But these two are pretty easy statues to put together. So I think Iron Studios, that was the hardest one you done had so far. But
I think it was huge.
yeah, I mean it was just putting the belts and all that stuff on.
See, I thought that was your first one.
No.
So,
That's crazy.
XM Luke was my first one. Then I got Obi-Wan, I think, and then I got Iron Studios Vader. And then these two. So
see, Steve, it's actually your fault, bro. We was just talking about it when you told him about Spec Fiction.
Oh, really?
And he said he was ordering XM Luke, and I know that's where it came from.
Yeah,
it's over with.
Yeah,
I said once that shows up, he is toast.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I knew it. I didn't say nothing. I just waited. I can wait.
Big shout out to Todd from Spec Fiction.
Yeah, when that showed up, I said when I saw that back on the shelf, I said he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them hot toys gonna be hitting the road real soon, Jack. Maybe not all of them, but
it's possible. It's possible to do both.
It is possible to do both. Yeah, not all of them. That's why people have been hitting me up and being like, "You're getting rid of all your hot toys." And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not." I
don't think you will. It's just like if I put it like this: if they made Star Wars statues at the rate they made X-Men statues, you'd be history.
Dude, if Prime 1 made Star Wars statues, I'd be hurting.
Please don't say that. if they start to make Prime 1 statues, we all done, bro.
Yeah,
we all.
Well, does Prime 1 do mostly? They go quarter and third, right?
They do quarter and third. They
don't do anything below that.
Let me see. No. Most of the DC stuff is third scale.
Yeah, I don't think Prime 1 does anything smaller.
No, they got a few quarter, like remember the Venom was quarter scale.
Yeah, no, I'm saying some of the Predators smaller than 1/4.
Oh yeah, no. Some of the Predators I think are quarter scale.
This thing for sure has never been opened. Like not even
good. See, you, as our boy Cartel smell, you got that. You smell like China, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only problem is who knows what could happen. I mean, something could be wrong with it.
It's good and bad because it could be a factory problem, right? In there that if somebody has opened it, that it's done with. You don't know what you're getting. You just got to think that it'll be okay. Because I had a factory Obi-Wan Mythos, and the thing was shit. It had so many problems. It was terrible.
Really?
That was the Obi-Wan I returned. Brand new. Oof.
Yeah, but you have horrible luck, Steve.
I have terrible luck. Luck. I have a 50% failure rate on used statues.
Oh man, that's awful to hear.
I got a Darth Talon. I don't know if you heard the story, but I got a Darth Talon last week for a screaming deal. And I got it, and when she fit in, she was at an angle, and there was a defect in her neck that caused a chip to pop off as soon as I put the head on. So.
You still have the statue?
No, I sent it back.
Oh man, you could have fixed the lean with a blow dryer.
Well,
those had more problems.
Those pins were like in, and I was going to live with the long story. I was going to the neck chip was like the final straw. The neck chip was like. Yeah. All right, that's it. I'm so sick and tired of this thing. Sending it back.
Damn. Is that still a grail? I mean, I don't follow the Star Wars stuff as much.
Yeah, it sure is.
I love it, but if I had to do it again, I wouldn't pay as much for it as they want for it.
Yeah.
I love it, but I just think it goes a little bit too much.
There's no way I'm paying $2,500.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't pay what I paid for, and I didn't pay anything close to that.
Okay.
So, but it's a great statue. Just
look for the key. It's a little bit tricky there, Matt.
Yeah, I feel not smart right now.
You're good. You're good. It's. I don't think Vader's is not like that though. Yeah,
nailed it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I guess once you put a lot of weight on it, it'll.
But there's a temptation to lift it by that rock. Yeah. So you just remember it does detach from the base.
All right, let's put him like this.
Yeah, I actually until he did it, I actually forgot that it does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually forgot, and I just moved it 2 weeks ago to put it on arcade.
So I got this Fett yesterday, and would you believe it? There was a defect.
Oh my God, Steve, you lying, man? Are you serious?
So
What's wrong with it?
there's that spare gun that goes over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Somebody had either repaired it or installed it wrong, but there's a strap. The strap came up, did a loop, and then tied down to the gun. So there was literally a loop in the strap right at the shoulder. I know it sounds bizarre.
Oh my.
The strap is supposed to be straight, but there was a loop right here.
Yeah.
And it stood out like it was ridiculous. It looked terrible. And so I talked to the guy. He gave me a little bit off. I decided to keep it. So I literally cut the strap off with an X-Acto knife.
You're talking about this one. That
one right there. Yeah. So that is
that goes in his shoulder. Yeah.
see it's straight there. Mine was looped. So I had to cut it off, heat it up with hot water, unbend it, glue it back on, and now it's good as new. And believe me, I was expecting to paint the chip, flake off, or something like that. And that's why I made him give me some money back. I was like, look, if I'm going to take this risk of repairing this, let's talk a little bit of a refund. And thankfully, I was able to fix it in 5 minutes. No problem. But it was scary. Real scary fixing that thing.
So I did get this off. It's not that crazy, but it's just right here. See that little piece of his cape?
Man.
I can glue that back on. It's not a crazy.
What kind of you familiar with the Zappa Gap yet?
I know, but I heard it. PJ told me about it. Yeah.
That's the stuff, brother.
Man, that sucks. Sorry to see that. Hopefully that'll just you won't see a seam.
Yeah, no, I mean it's fine. I've seen so many other unboxings at this point where people are like, oh, like this thing came off and like I guess I'll have to glue it. It is what it is.
Yeah. See, Matt, what I mean by even new statues can have issues?
Iron Studios just put out this Hawkman statue, and like everybody's been showing up broken. One of our buddies,
really?
One of our buddies, his showed up.
That sucks.
But for the most part, two of our friends, theirs showed up. The legs were broken. So yeah, it happens. That's one of the comes with the territory. I'm afraid,
Yeah, I mean, if you get into the game of collecting statues, thinking that like every single one you get is going to be mint perfect, nothing wrong with it. It'll never, you're already in the wrong hobby.
Yeah,
for sure. I have countless things that have little chips and breaks and scratches. It's like it's just part of collecting.
Yeah.
Giovanni, Steve has the best horror stories. Yep, I've got a list of them.
He's got so many.
Literally everything happened to you, bro. I'm so sorry, man. Damn, that sucks. Especially Talon. Damn.
You'll find another one.
Yeah. You know what? To me,
this is sick.
I think there's some straps on that.
Hey, Matt, just a little hint here from putting that together.
Yeah.
Are you going to put the gun on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Take the rocket off, put it on first, then put the torso back on, then do everything because you have to actually take it off to get it on.
I got
and there's some straps on the backpack, I think.
Which part?
Yeah. Isn't it like two straps on the backpack, like on the inside of the backpack that latch onto his back or something like that?
No, it's a key.
Is it a key? But I remember it was like some straps on
like
there.
this thing.
There are straps on it, but it's keyed in.
Okay. I don't know, for some reason.
Yeah, but you got to put the gun on first underneath that arm. It's so much easier that way. There you go.
Under that shit.
Oh, because it actually has like a little thing that. Yeah, I get you.
Peg. It has a peg. I only noticed because I did it yesterday. So
no, I appreciate that.
I can't tell you how many times I had to take that gun on and off and take everything off of him, take the gun off, put it back on because I was repairing it.
Is it supposed to go all the way down in there, Steve, or is it just supposed to?
It's yours at an angle. So what I did is I ran it under hot water and I bent it straight, and then it went in all the way. So I wouldn't force it right now. I would just leave it for now, a little bit in, and then go back later on and heat it up with water.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, if you heat it up with water, you bend it a little bit, then it goes straight in the hole.
Okay. Yeah, you'll see how this stuff is malleable when it's warm.
Yeah, because it's like it's not really. Is this PVC? Is that what this is?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe it is, yeah.
It's super. I mean, it's really flexible. The material that it's made out of.
Okay.
Hey, Sinister. Some people have a bend in it. Some people are straight. Different strokes for different folks. Man.
Yeah, mine's bent. Mine's bent.
Man, it feels like I'm at home.
See, you can tell I've been hanging around these dudes, right? Yeah, man.
I'm behaving myself still.
So Steve, now I can put the rocket launcher on?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, this thing is sick. Look at that thing.
I don't know why I remember some straps.
There are straps, right? Aren't there on his back?
Yeah, I remember it's like they hook onto his back somewhere, like some kind of.
Maybe the straps fold up and they dip into the pack.
Yeah, I mean, I think on the top of his back there's like these two hooks that the backpack, the jetpack hooks onto or something. I just for some reason I remember that.
Who am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of something else.
There's
entirely.
this.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's his shoulder. That's the Wookiee braids that go over his shoulder. Damn, you might have to take the gun off.
Yeah.
Does it go on?
Mine were pre-installed. So you got to take the torso off, take the gun off, put the Wookiee braids on.
The gun off. The Wookiee braids go like over his arm.
Great.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize that my guy sent it to me with the Wookiee braids still on.
Yeah,
so
no,
I didn't have to bother.
Okay.
Sorry. It's been a long time since I put this thing in.
Right, I'll take it out. Put it back on. So it's supposed to hang like this, yeah?
To the back, the braid, like the braids hang to the back of him.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wookiee braids.
And to tell you what, Matt, what's really going to happen is that gun is going to completely hide them. You're not going to see them at all.
Okay.
You'll see them from the back, but not
From
like
the back. Yeah,
right.
it's true. But yeah, from the front you won't see it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. I can put this on.
You can
Now?
have it. Yeah,
Okay.
now
Now you can put it on.
I forgot about it.
Oh wait, man, you got to take it off. We got to put something.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
So is that then, Steve, supposed to sit on top of those braids then? It is, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll cover them up pretty good,
Yeah.
significantly there.
Okay. For the third time.
You know, ever since we got into statues, though, the chat has gone downhill big time. I'll say.
Has
that.
it?
Yes.
This is what happens. This is what happens
Thank you,
when
Archangel.
the open mic crew enters Rogue 16. Because that's I'm just warning you now. Yeah, you've seen our show, Steve. You know what happened.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been
is-
on some. I've watched some pretty epic exchanges,
That's some
especially
dirty-
when PJ is on there.
That's some dirty shit. All right. Let's see. All right. So
I love it, man.
now we're doing this guy.
Yeah, so there's no hook. There's no hooks on his back, huh?
No.
Okay, cool. All right.
No.
So, have you ever owned a 6-scale figure of Boba Fett?
I have.
You have. That's where you have the hooks.
That must have been it. Yeah, I mean, at some
That's
point.
the hooks, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure. Yeah, you're right. It sure was. Okay. So I just didn't want his pack to fall off.
You gotta like hold it like this and turn.
Yeah. Okay.
On,
That's a cool. That's his blaster. Let's
yeah, you see, you would have never gotten that gun on if you had to slide it over the gun there, right?
Oh yeah. Is that how it goes right there? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Damn. All right.
Now the big gun, bro. Hell with that pistol mess.
Hey, I'll put it on. I don't know how I'm going to display with this thing though, dude.
Dude, you gotta have you got to have that one, man.
I abandoned my display plans
You
once I
gotta
saw
have
that big gun,
that one, man.
and then that little ass gun that
The
was
pistol is garbage.
yeah.
That one like makes the statue, man.
Don't say that, because if I do end up displaying with the little pistol, the
We'll
noisy
make fun
cricket.
of you relentlessly.
That's like
Embrace
It's
the
the
destiny.
noisy cricket, dude. If I have to, I don't know what I'm gonna.
No.
you're gonna be ruined. Once you put that on, you're ruined. It's like
Yeah, once you go that big, you never want to go back.
No, that's what I've heard. So this thing just keys into the side of him, or
What no, it goes in his hand.
oh, does this one go in his hand?
He's got a hand on it.
Oh, he's got a hand on it. What's this then? This is just a.
Just,
Okay.
yeah, it's all window.
I didn't even. It was so big, I didn't even see the hand.
That's what she said.
Ding, ding, ding.
I gotta make these dudes some bustards and all that stuff. I love America.
Oh my god.
So after Matt finishes unboxing, Steve, I made a transaction myself. You see,
Ooh, nice.
before yes, gaze upon it, Matt.
That's amazing.
Hey, yes,
Dude,
it
look
is.
at that thing.
You see?
Oh, you get the Nihilus or the?
No. Nihilus has been shipped. We received tracking information. Hey, I heard you PO'd Anakin.
I sure did.
Oh
When-
yeah.
I heard that there was going to be a line of them. I
Yeah.
ordered them right away, and then they said General Obi-Wan is the next one they're going to do.
So you have entered the final stage of the dark side, sir. The custom game.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Now you are.
Yeah. I'm all
I
over that.
I actually did too, Thor. Just so
Oh!
you know.
What?
I didn't think I was going to. I didn't think I was going to. And then Steve sent me it's Obi-Wan is coming after that. And I was like,
Hey,
oh my God.
Hey, Matt, have you noticed that it's like it seems that except for the Iron Studios, Vader, you've been ordering the same. I think maybe like 2 days after me each time.
Yeah, it's like a merry-go-round.
Ooh, there you go.
Your new weapon, gentlemen.
Very nice. What brand is that? Thor, what brand is that? Oh,
Oh, he's getting his headphones.
That's-
what brand is that, Thor?
I believe it's FX.
FX? Okay,
Yeah.
very cool.
But yeah, both of you guys need these red sabers now. So,
I have the legacy hilt from Disney. Vader.
oh,
Don't,
yeah.
don't you have a Vader also, Matt?
Not yet. Not yet. Mm-mm. I was gonna start getting more, and then everything closed down. So it is what it is. I think that's the Boba.
Yes, it is.
My gosh.
So you understand now. You cannot go back to a pistol hand with said sniper rifle in his hand.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah.
do yourself a favor. Go on Amazon and buy a 2-pack of cheap Lazy Susans.
I know. I need to.
And it's so much nicer having that.
Oh, for
on
sure. I just don't have one, so I need to.
I'll
It is
send
what
you. I can send you the link. You can get 2 for $18.
Yeah, it is.
And-
Well, yeah. You can see how new all this stuff is
Yeah.
for me. I have no idea what I'm doing. So,
And so now all my statues.
You're really beating yourself up here, man.
no, it's fine. I'm okay
Yeah.
with it. I'm totally okay with
No,
it.
you're beating yourself up, dude. You're doing perfectly fine.
I love it. It's fantastic. It's this stuff's incredible.
He's doing terrible. He needs to work on this. He's a freaking mess. It's an embarrassment.
It's an embarrassment that Steve wants
Look at
over.
the table he's got that thing on you use for eating your fast food. What the hell?
Not this one, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, you don't have
I've
that-
done that before. Yeah, it is what it is, man. At this point,
What
dude, this is
do
beautiful.
you think, sir?
It's really nice.
Yes,
So on
Yeah,
this piece, does the viewfinder drop down?
it does.
It does,
Oh yes.
but no lights.
No,
lights, no.
none of these. No.
Not necessary.
No, and this is like, I don't know why I would need another Boba Fett, to be honest. I mean, who knows in the future, but like this is
I'd say the XM the only one, but
yeah, this is
if you
fantastic.
don't- Yeah, I don't.
Check this out. Check this out, Matt. Ever since
I know, dude.
You see, Tim, they shouldn't let me in their group. Now you got people in 1-6 ordering stuff.
look out.
So let me get this straight. Both you guys pre-ordered General Anakin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see your name. Are you going to get him?
No. I mean, unless they got red sabers, they can.
He's more of a dark
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
guy.
they can keep it, bro.
Unless they got red saber.
Unless they got red sabers. Yeah.
Well, honestly, like to me, if I can get more light side stuff, that's what I'm down for.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I want. But I mean, Zynart's coming out with another Revan, I think, at some point, possibly. That's crazy.
Oh, he
dude.
is. He's asking people which pose you want made. So,
That's crazy. Steve, you got to be happy about that, dude.
Oh, to get the opportunity to get a Revan? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I talked to a guy today. He had an NYC Revan, and he wanted $3,500 for it.
That's trash.
What?
Trash.
35 the NYC one.
The NYC ones are trash. Yeah.
So that was nuts.
Don't get that.
No, I'm not.
They actually are going to have a what do you call it? A licensed one coming out soon. That,
Really?
We heard about. Yeah, we'll tell you about that off.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
But yeah,
let me get this guy, put him aside, and
let me ask you a quick question, Matt.
Yeah.
What do you think about him compared to Obi-Wan?
I feel like Obi-Wan to me looks more like someone sculpted him from hand. To be honest, when I look at him straight up,
look at Boba's like his skirt or whatever that is,
Kilt.
And look his kilt, and look at his boots. Look at the way the material is sculpted on that.
Yeah,
you can see it's not smooth. You can actually see the sculpting.
Yeah,
mark.
it's crazy. It's really, really nice, and it's just a really good statue. Like, I love that he's stepping off on a cliff. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
do a lot of statue collectors not like these like normal bases and stuff coming out of the normal bases?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys like more like whatever bases, like where it's built up from the ground?
Yeah,
or?
like most people, the majority of people want like the environment to be the base itself. They don't want to have the museum disc underneath it. Okay, yeah.
But the thing is, this was made 2012ish, right?
Yeah,
and it's $325.
But you know what? For these, I think it works though. Like I like on these, I like it. You know,
I like that there's consistency between the whole line. But I mean, for $325, what you got is it's so coveted today. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they had done a sculpted base and all that, they had another $50, $75 back then to the whole deal. And
but there are die-cast statues.
Are there really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's pewter statues, and like Blitzway just made a die-cast Ecto 1. It's a meter wide.
Oh wow!
So the whole car was die-cast.
Jeez,
fucking insane, man.
Did
yeah.
With the die-cast stuff, is there somewhere like certain parts of them are die-cast, or is it? You know what I mean? Like when they do Iron Man, is it?
They have a die-cast Joker when I first started. It's about this big.
Okay.
And it's die. Oh, I'll go get it.
Well, because all the Hot Toys Iron Man are die-cast, right? I mean, usually these days. So like, I was just wondering if that's a thing for statues or not. But
I think on statues they aren't die-cast. On quarter scale statues, no.
Yeah. Oh my
gosh. Yo, I'm very jealous right now. Fucking Archangel's cheating on me.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Unbelievable, man.
He's usually hitting on you, huh? Not Matt.
It's so fantastic.
Unbelievable.
It's so funny. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm just so when they make statues these days, this is die-cast?
Die-cast, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's metal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So when they make statues now, no one's hand sculpting much of anything, or
there's still people hand sculpting.
Okay, but it's
just it's not as quick.
Okay, so they mainly do digital.
Yeah.
Are they 3D printing a lot of this stuff now, or is it
everything gets 3D printed?
Okay,
and then the print gets cleaned and then molded and casted, and then all the copies are pressed from molds and casts.
That's crazy. Okay. And they just like paint a couple and then send them out to wherever it's getting painted, and they copy it, or what?
Yeah, so like they would usually have like an in-house painter paint
Okay.
a prototype,
Mhm.
or they would send it to a master painter, and then the factory will make like 5 or 6 or 10 sample pieces, and they'll send them out to the licensor for approval, for the company for approval, and then they'll say, well, this painter painted it the right way, paint them all like this. And then those samples will be marked sample underneath. There won't be part of the edition size.
Do they give them, this is a question I was wondering, do they give them a formula on how to paint it?
They do.
They have to, right? Because they can't just say, make the same thing.
Yeah,
they have
if you've ever watched, like, Sideshow's been recently putting out some videos, like,
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, Bernardo Esquivel, like, painting. Yeah. And so he'll go through step by step on, hey, this is how you're going to achieve that skin tone.
Right. Where they put the blue and the yellow and the red on the skin. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's nuts. And when you think about it, you're like, well, why would that even work? It's like, well, dip your finger in blue paint and then rub it off. You're going to have blue in there. And then you dip it in yellow and you'd have yellow over the blue and then red. And it's like, it's crazy, man.
Have you seen that, Steve? Have you seen that video?
No.
Yeah, you should check out the Sideshow painting videos. They're really cool. And the craziest thing that blew my mind is when he took the alcohol spritz thing and he sprayed the thing and he made these like vein things, like made it look like there's veins on his face. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, man, these guys are amazing.
It's pretty amazing. All right, let me keep talking. I'm going to put this over here and let's get to the other one. So you think I should keep this guy, huh? I don't know how I'm going to.
Okay, but tell you what, take that off, put the pistol on, and see how you feel about it. If you can sleep soundly at night, then you're good. But me personally, I'd be waking up in a cold sweat.
You'd be embarrassed.
I couldn't do it, dude. I mean, I don't have one anyway. The guy I bought one from, he didn't have it. I said, good, I'm not going to use it anyway. So, so I got it for a good price because he didn't have a freaking pistol. So,
These things in here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Archangel said we keep getting banned because of Ryan.
Just from Ryan being in the chat.
Yeah. Jeez, I'm glad I took this down. I need to dust this freaking thing.
So you guys see that that new Batman statue that Sideshow just put out?
The one with the long cape?
Yeah, the one with the long cape.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I tried to ask this question because
feeling inadequate, Matt?
The body was sculpted by Amo Karfong, and then the cape was sculpted by Steve Lord. But the cape looks traditionally sculpted, so I feel like that's like a mash piece where like it got printed and then molded and casted, and then the cape got sculpted onto it.
Oh, interesting.
But I haven't gotten confirmation yet.
Are people not liking that statue? I don't.
It's mixed feelings.
Mixed, yeah.
It's a split room.
Because there are plenty of comics that have him with a really long cape, aren't there? Like, however that
this
is possible.
Like a 12-pack abs. My God.
Yeah, I think the problem with that statue is the initial picture was so fucking good.
Yeah.
That when the final picture came out, people were like, huh?
what is this?
Yeah, then the profile picture that they picked was so good that people were like,
it was killer.
Yeah, people were really feeling it. Yeah. And then then 50% gets let down. The other 50% were pumped,
Yeah. You know what I saw recently that I thought looked crazy was that Batman Dark Knight 3 or whatever it's called. The
Master Race one. He's holding the rifle.
It's huge. It's so big, and he's holding the rifle, and he's with the eagle in front of him. That thing is crazy.
What about the Batman Who Laughs? You seen that one?
That thing's scary, dude.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool.
But,
yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, 1/3 scales are crazy, bro.
All right, enough of this DC shit.
Hold on a second. So, how do you feel about it now that he has a?
Yeah. Look, I mean, it is what it is, right? I just don't know where I'm gonna put him with the freaking rifle, man.
Dude, it's by any means necessary, bro. You can't have a damn pistol on there.
Wait, Matt, what are you putting him in?
I don't know yet. I could put him on. I could put him over Obi-Wan in this. So basically, I'm changing my whole room around eventually. Oh yeah, that's funny actually. That's good. I'm gonna change my room around eventually and put in Maju cases, but I and I'm planning on getting a max set up for a lot of this stuff. I just don't know when I will be able to get
Well, I
that.
can tell
It
you
takes so long.
Him and Vader will fit in the DTOF. Obi-Wan won't.
Right.
You know? So,
Right.
but he takes up a whole top half, if you can see behind me.
I see it. Yeah.
So other than that, you know, and
Well, the you have him so low because he has the gun, right?
he takes up the whole half of the
Crazy,
DTOF.
dude. It's crazy.
But it looks killer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
so I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because yeah, like, do I want to display him with the big gun? Sure, I do, but it is what it like. What am I gonna do?
Matt, is the stock on that small gun, is it bent?
Slightly,
The
yeah.
stock.
Mhm.
Yeah, mine was bent too.
Yeah,
It's made out of that
slightly.
same soft material,
Yeah,
and it just
probably
bends.
because it came from
So,
a country with hot weather, and sometimes hot weather countries and stuff warps a little bit. So yeah, there you go. Now all is right with the yes. I mean, come on, man.
How does he even have a gun that big? That's crazy.
You gotta do it, bro.
I know, it's pretty crazy.
That just makes this thing so smooth, man. I mean,
it's not.
Yeah. So anyhow, now to dessert.
Vader's so evil.
You've been waiting a long time, sir.
I have been waiting a really long time for Mythos. All right, let me transfer.
So now, I mean, are you fellas even a slight bit curious
about yours?
No. To
what?
see the Gamorrean.
So I'm not a huge Gamorrean guard fan. Like, I like the Gamorrean, but
Me either. But I mean, if see, now you understand what I mean. Now that you've seen 3 of these things,
yeah,
it makes you curious about it. It's like it's hard to say, okay, this one sucks because the whole line is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like I've never. That's the only one I've never seen in person. Is a Gamorrean.
Well, what's so interesting about this line, and this is what's different to me about this than the 6 scale figures. The 6 scale figures, when I saw them initially, I was like, well, that's not Boba Fett, and that's not Obi-Wan. That doesn't work for me. But the more I saw these statues, the more I feel like that is them. Like, for some reason, it's different. I don't know why. And I don't know if it's just because they feel a little bit more like art pieces than, Star Wars art pieces than the other ones do. I don't know what it is, but yeah, man, it is a crazy line. I know Steve, you're going for the Gamorrean, aren't you?
I gotta find that. I can't. I told you I have a completionist mentality, and that in statues is a bad mix.
You're done, bro.
First of all, he's an awesome statue.
Yeah.
He's an awesome statue, but hands down. I mean, I would be going after his crap. So yeah, I gotta get it done.
Yeah, you are toast.
Yeah. So do you guys know any statue collectors? Are a lot of statue collectors completists, or are they just trying to get pieces?
You're looking at 2, bro. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I think that there's definitely a pocket of people that are grail chasers.
Yeah.
They only chase the best cream of the crop statues.
Right.
They're all over the place with theme and style and whatever.
So they're just chasing whatever franchise.
Oh yeah, like, this is the best Superman statue, I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
And that's totally fine. Everybody's got their own different strokes for folks.
Yeah.
But I think a majority of people like grouping things together. And then, when you have big teams, you can't help but say, man, I want everybody on the team.
Yeah.
You always know that one's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Then also you have these 4 and you're going to sit on these 4 for, let's call it 2 years.
Yeah.
After the 3rd year, you're like, fuck it. I got nothing else to do. Let me get the Gamorrean.
Yeah.
So it's like, because you have nothing coming in, you start searching for like the missing piece,
That's so true, because statues don't release that often. I mean, unless you're getting like Batman or
it's definitely a waiting game.
Yeah,
it's definitely a waiting game, bro. And but getting older stuff is a patience game. Especially stuff it's expensive. It's because I got mine for
Well,
$650, bro.
It's crazy.
we do know what it's like to wait 2 years to get a figure. So
We do.
What's that?
we've suffered with 6-scale figures.
What figure was
Figures
that?
to wait. Sorry.
What figure?
Oh, all of them take like 18 months. or
No
longer.
way.
Really?
Yeah, they take a
Yeah,
I
long
would
time.
have
Yeah.
quit that
I didn't
game
know that.
super quick.
Yeah. Honestly,
I did too, actually.
honestly, they especially now because of the COVID stuff, like it's just it's crazy how long. Dude, some people were waiting for that Superman, the for like 2.5 years. It's
Damn.
crazy. Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
the Justice League one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
couldn't
hearing
do
Red
it.
Cup talk about that.
And they've got
it's-
everyone else. They've got everyone else lined up, and they're just waiting for Superman. And then they don't have they're not making a what's it called? What's the one, Steve, they're not making for the Justice League?
Oh, Cyborg.
Cyborg. They're not making a cyborg. So they're not getting a cyborg 100%. But you're waiting for that Superman to come in forever. It's crazy, man. It's tough. It's a tough one. That's why I like diversifying a little bit, so I can at least play in all these different.
Kunja Club just asked, "What's the best Thanos statue?"
Would you?
Yeah, what is-
How you doing?
Probably the throne, in my opinion.
The Thanos on throne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's killer.
Yeah.
Isn't that like impossible to get though? I mean,
It's
it's
just
pretty
expensive.
You can find
expensive,
it.
right?
Yeah, you're gonna pay some cake for it, but you can find that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably
think-
paying like 1,800 for the regular, 2,000 or more for the exclusive.
I've seen it. It's
Oh,
Crazy.
bro.
it's Sideshow, right? Sideshow.
Yeah.
It's sad
Yeah.
shit. Bro, there's a statue high roller table, believe me.
Yeah.
We just at the roulette table. But
Yeah, there's definitely people who drop serious money on these things.
Big-
Yeah, that's what does a Prime 1 statue go for? Like now, like if you wanted to get something on pre-order now.
Here's the secret to them. This is what I found. Every winter and every summer, they have like a 40% off sale. They just had something last week. It was like, and with them, you wait like a year later, and then they'll put them on there, and you get it for like $300-400 off.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But usually they go for about what, $8.99, something like that.
Are they
Yeah.
do a lot of their pre-orders sell out quick, or are they?
Batman Who Laughs did. Mr. Freeze did.
So it just depends. It just depends
on the piece.
Matt Sauron costs 14.
Yeah.
Just under 14.
But that's a third though, right? Isn't it a third scale?
No, it's a quarter scale because he's tall. And
He's just
Oh, he's just big.
Yeah.
43 inches tall. I think.
Jeez, dude.
You getting that, Steve?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Outstanding.
I have no idea where it's going.
You got
no
it bad,
idea.
brother.
Outstanding.
Oh, that one. And see, this is what I like. When I can get the first in a line, I'm all over it. Like, for example, Weta Workshop makes dozens of these things, right?
Yeah.
And I look at that and I say, there's no way I could ever catch up and get the old Weta statues. But because this is Prime 1's first statue, I have the whole line to look forward to. I'm in. That's the same thing that happened with Cyber Studio. Anakin's the first one they're making. I'm in.
Yeah,
if I can get in the beginning, I'm all.
That makes sense.
Because you got.
No, go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say because now you don't have to hunt down the old ones. You don't have to pay extra for them, and you have all these things to look forward to right over time, right? So that's why I do it.
Makes sense.
Let's see, Steve, our guy Whiplash Collective. He's over in there in Asia.
Oh yeah,
He goes to Prime 1 all the time, and he goes to all their conventions. So if you ever need a guide on some Prime 1 stuff, you
to
get
the
him.
Prime 1 store.
Yeah, he goes all the
How
time.
nice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes all the time.
So-
You just be walking through the mall looking for a pair of sneakers, and you happen to stop in the shop, and you walk away, with a statue.
$1,000 statue. Do you guys know? So, yeah, what's the deal with shipping? I've heard you guys talk a lot about shipping lately.
So now with this situation, it's gone up.
Okay.
Like for instance, we call it Nihilus.
Yeah.
They wanted $780 to ship it.
Damn.
But the guy found like shipping on a boat, like
Yeah.
freight shipping, so that
Yeah.
was $260. So that's a whole lot better than that's the nature of the beast. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, when you go with Sideshow, it's usually a lot cheaper because the statue's already in the country. But when you're getting stuff from like overseas and XM and all that kind of stuff, bro, how much did Mac pay for shipping on that War Machine on the Hulkbuster? It was like,
shit, I don't even remember. $1,000.
Yeah, that thing came in
Probably 2 boxes, right?
Oh my gosh,
that thing is huge, bro. It's literally, it comes with a quarter scale Iron Man that you can put inside of the system.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's crazy.
So
so I'm selling a statue now. It weighs 15 pounds. All right, so it's a small quarter scale statue. And somebody in Hungary asked me how much it would cost to ship there. It was $950.
Oh
gosh, to Hungary.
Shit.
Hold on, what service?
That was both FedEx and UPS.
Wait. So what shipping company did you use?
FedEx and UPS. He said.
I looked. I priced at both FedEx and at UPS, and both of them were over $900.
Okay, here's another tip: the cheapest people to ship with, is the United States Postal Service.
There's a limit to Hungary in size of a box, and it was over the size of the box that you could send to Hungary for USPS.
For the 15-pound statue?
Yep. They 70. Like they say, total girth plus length has to be a certain amount. They have a very small maximum for Hungary. So that is insane.
You can't have a lot of girth.
Yeah,
that girth is the problem.
Now that I think about it, I think I'm gonna wait, because I remember I was telling you I was gonna ship this guy out to be modded. I think I'll wait till all this mess is over with. And then I'll ship him out.
Yeah, because that's true. That would suck if you have to ship something like that and pay a bunch of money.
Bring it back.
So are there any other than Star Wars? Are there any other lines that ship their stuff out to get like lights done or anything else done to them? Because is that just a specific thing to Star Wars?
Well, this guy does the lightsabers and stuff,
right?
So he's like the lightsaber special. Like those packages are pretty cheap because usually you don't have to send the whole piece. Like Vader's arm, you can just send the arm because he actually does like an external power source, so you can plug it up.
Right.
The only thing you got to do is you got to kind of like hide the wire. It's like a wire,
Okay.
But
other than that, a lot of people are, if they get like a kit or something, they'll send that out to get painted, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, dude, it's Steve. You have to at some point see the people that painted. I don't know where I saw this, but the people that painted that Wolverine, the with the flowers behind him.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy, dude.
Yeah, Titty Num Naxud.
I think that video is still up. Actually, I think was that from last week? No, did they?
That was crazy.
That's on. I think that one's still up. If you saw it, then that one's still up. Yeah.
That was that's a beautiful statue. That's absolutely ridiculous. The detail they had to deal with that.
Yeah, man. My painter's got to finish his line. He's got like people lined up, and once he's done with his line, he's not taking anybody on until he's done with this.
That's crazy. Did you get? Is that the same one? Are you getting that one?
Yeah, same statue.
Oh, he has it already.
Damn. And so did they send that to you and then you had to send it out, or did you send it directly to?
No, so the painter is actually close to me.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drive it to his house. We're gonna go over everything. So the deal is I gotta clean it and prep it. Okay. So I'm cutting out a little bit of time to save a little money.
What does that entail? Like, what do you have to do?
Literally washing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when it goes into the mold, when it comes out of the mold, there's a release on it, and it's like oily, and they'll clean it, but they won't clean it the right way because the factory's just cleaning it enough that they can hold it and like put it all together.
Okay.
Because you actually are bathing it. You're using the toothbrush.
Crazy.
You gotta dry it, all that shit.
So if the factory was actually painting these things, they would do what it needed to be done to clean it themselves. Right. Okay. So it has to be done no matter what to paint.
Yeah, because there's always going to be mold release. Because if they don't do that, it'll ruin the mold.
Oh, geez.
So it depends on how many statues they're making. You usually get like I've heard a couple different things, 25 or 50 per mold. So if they're making, 4,000 statues, they have to make multiple molds, and they got to use them, because after a while, after enough times that you pull it, you start losing the little details will flake off.
Crazy.
They'll get stuck in the statue, and then you'll lose the depth of some parts of the sculpt. So it's like, you gotta go to the next one.
That's crazy. So they have to have multiple for all the different things. That's nuts.
Yep.
Dude.
So like the master gets created, and from the master, all the master molds get created.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. It's nuts, man. It's a whole world of manufacturing that's like super fascinating.
Well, the whole custom game is just kind of blows my mind. I don't know. Steve, do you think you're gonna go pretty deep on customs? Like, you think you'll do?
Here's the thing, right? So remember, we used to collect both. Well, I used to collect both Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah, sure.
Right, and so there were 3-4 a month at least that we could go after.
Yeah.
Now, with things slowing down and only Star Wars, it's like you're lucky if it's one a month.
Right.
I need a fix, man. I need a fix.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Right?
customs are fantastic, but it is dangerous territory.
Oh yeah.
And they were originally created to fill gaps in lines.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever make a Jubilee, so we got to do a custom. Let's get 30 guys, and we'll make 30 pieces, and we'll all pay cost. And then it turned into, wait a second, hold on, where'd you get that Jubilee? I'll pay you $1,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Then then it's run amok at this point.
So this is funny. Sinister Collector says, "Damn, Steve needs to go to a meeting." Hey, Sinister, we have a show. My show is called Group Therapy.
Yeah, that's right.
We that's where we get together. We talk about our addiction.
Our problem.
Well, I mean, listen, I'll talk about my sickness for a second. I have a 1/6 scale line, a 1/4 scale line, a second 1/4 scale line, a 1/2 scale line. I'm starting a 1/10 scale line. All of X-Men.
Tim, are you going to get the Iron
I need
Studio?
help.
Are you going to get the Iron Studios Sentinel statues?
Yes.
Dude, those look incredible.
Is that
They really do
is that
look
1/10? Is that what
Yeah.
scale is it? So now you get do you have a 1/10 line already?
That's the 1/10 line.
That's the
that
1/10
makes
line.
sense.
Have you seen that, Matt?
Yeah,
The
it's
three-
crazy.
That looks sick.
I saw it.
Absolutely
I think I saw that at San Diego Comic-Con, actually. Like, I think I wasn't it there?
It
Didn't
wasn't
they have
there.
it there? Okay, I thought for some reason I saw it.
This is how tall the Sentinel is.
Oh jeez. And it's 1/10.
Nice.
Yeah, 35
That's-
inches.
Well, there's
amazing.
3, right? There's the full Sentinel, then like a half Sentinel, then a full Sentinel, right?
Yep.
That's such an awesome
It's so cool.
set of statues.
And how big are the heroes? Like
so
the X-Men.
they're 1/10.
Dude, that is amazing.
Oh boy,
I've seen pictures of that thing.
dude,
It's
Matt,
unbelievable.
do you realize you're actually scratching right now?
Yeah.
I gotta get me some.
Gotta get it.
So like that's like a 1/10 scale. So if you
Okay,
put in
yeah.
her next to Colossus, you can see she's tiny.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
yeah.
amazing, dude. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. So I mean,
What
this is my 6th Mystique statue.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, Adam, what's your 1/6 line?
I have a bunch of bone stuff. That was like the first stuff I collected.
Okay.
But it's all X-Men.
Yeah.
Bowen was like the godfather of all this stuff.
Okay.
He was like the first to like put it in 3D form,
Yes.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So, and they're pretty much really the more.
Let me get this thing out of the way.
Yeah.
I just have to say, it's. I find it really interesting that Atim just sits there with a tape measure nearby.
Oh yeah.
Do you find it?
You just look what I happen to have right here.
I know, that's good. I have one here too, which is crazy. I don't usually have.
I'm currently.
You will need it.
Hey,
know.
Atim.
Yeah, exactly. I have one too.
Yeah, I'm currently modifying the whole back line of this wall to try to see if I can maximize display space.
Yeah, right.
You know, these statues are just piling up on me. This is a fucking nightmare.
The walls are closing in, bro.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. Yeah, I think for sure. At the end of this year, I'm done. I can't collect anymore. There's no way. I'm not selling anything I have, so I gotta be stuck with it.
Should be interesting.
New house.
Yeah, there you go.
Honestly, man, that would be such a fucking nightmare to pack up 100 and whatever statues, 130.
Well, you know something. I was thinking about you today because I was watching these guys on YouTube and they were talking about proposed new stimulus package or whatever, and they were saying, you know, married couples get $2,000 a piece, and then they were saying people with children under 3 years old get an additional $2,000. So no, but check this out. then they're gonna retroactivate that for March, so that's 3 months. So, dude, they actually hand you $18,000 at once. I said, dude, my boy gonna clean up over that shit if they do that.
Man, I mean, I feel awful that people are dying, but I hope this thing comes back.
I say that shit to myself all the time. Like,
that's a lot of
terrible, bro. I'm gonna tell you, they do that, you gonna see your boy rolling in the S550 real soon, Jack. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I love statues to death, but I got to have my Mercedes.
Just wait for the inflation, guys, when everything costs twice as much as it used to. Yeah. Because we have twice as much currency. Yeah. So
you're buying eggs for like $20.
Exactly. They can print money all they want, but pretty soon everything is going to be more expensive. So
Matt look like he's struggling, bro. Okay, yeah.
Oh my, yeah. We're my wife right now. My wife is unemployed and she's making double what she made when she was working. It's so stupid. It's just
it's okay. It's okay. I mean,
it's good now. It's good now, but just wait a few months when the inflation starts kicking in, and we're all like, "Oh shit, $20 for eggs."
Just ride it on out, bro. Just ride. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
figure it out like whitewater rafting.
Yeah. Matt, your life is about to change, bro. When you open that box. It's about to change.
You know what? I was just looking at this, and I don't know how I would do that though. I was just thinking it would be really cool if I put all my Mythos here together, but I don't know where I'd put Vader.
Don't worry.
I'm not
Matt,
familiar
you don't
with
really
your room,
need a chair, do you?
Twist your camera.
What's that?
Do you twist your camera? I'm not familiar with your room.
So this thing right here is going away from module cases. This is all like storage stuff right now.
That's a calyx?
I think so. I don't know what it is. It's just for storage.
To be calyx.
And so I'm getting rid of that, and that's gonna go away. I'm getting a module case there, but I'm not getting. That's the problem. So I got my module cases before I started getting these guys. So now I've got the 6-scale module case coming, which I'm fine with because I do need to put, like, I need to replace this eventually, these DTOFs eventually. And so that's going to be what replaces that. But for the meantime, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't know where I'm going to put these damn things. So, and Vader, his lightsaber is so long, like so far to the side.
Yeah.
With Iron Studios.
How tall is that Boba?
It's tall.
It's a 1/5. Well, yeah, with that
gun,
it's 30 inches.
Oh, I thought it was like 26.
Something about 27, 20, yeah, something like that.
It's about 25.
Oh, 25.
25 inches. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'll figure it out.
So I don't know if you know what my room looks like, but I bought the IKEA packs and I turned them sideways.
Yeah.
So those are 27.5 inches wide. So that would make them 27.5 inches tall.
Right.
So these are too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are.
You turned yours to the side as well?
No, these are actually bookcases. These are K-Laxes, and I didn't put the shelves in them. And I just took and put the lights inside. Like these are not connected. Like these are all each individual cubes that I just put together.
I got you.
And I just didn't put the they're cheap. They're about $30 each.
Yeah.
And then I
yeah.
ordered the lights off of eBay, and then I took like poster putty, and I puttied the lights in case I made a mistake. I could just move them and do like that. So then, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
So
are 27 tall though.
they're 27 tall and 27 wide.
So Boba fits in those.
Boba would fit in those, yeah, but I just didn't put them. Yeah,
There's a solution for you.
he would fit in the K-Lax, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to figure out because I don't know. If I just need right now, it's for a little while, I need a temporary solution because I'm gonna get the module cases at some point. I'm just trying to figure out.
Temporary
I sent them.
Matt, this is what you do. See that bookshelf on your right? Take all the shit out of it, throw in a box, take the shelves off, and you've got room for a few statues in it.
Yeah, it's possible.
That is possible.
That is possible.
Gotta get crafty, baby.
Yeah, well, and that's fine.
And I can tell you this: people buy DTOFs quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I posted a DTOF one day when I was at work, and 30 minutes later I sold it.
It's crazy.
That's
and
fucked
Well, and
up.
mine
I
already
have 8
mine
of
already
them.
lit up too, and so they'll
Yeah,
go.
oh, yeah.
I know
Quick.
when I need to get rid of them. I'm fine to do that. Those are going to stay until I absolutely need to get rid of them, and then they'll be out. So look, I'm not in a rush to. It'll take time. It's going to take time to get this room to be what it needs to be, and that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, Kunja Clubs. There's several good Robin statues. Actually, Sideshow just put one up for pre-order. So go to sideshowcollectibles.com and pre-order now.
Oh, do Robin
click the link below.
statues? Do Robin statues have disproportionate
Crotches.
nether regions? Crotches.
Archangel, you can handle that one. Bro.
that hot toy that's supposedly will be coming out has like a quarter scale crotch.
On a 6 scale figure. It's nuts.
I mean, good for him, but
I got a quarter skull crotch on a life size figure.
so sad.
I know, man.
It has been opened.
Open mic. Oh, the statue.
The statue has been opened, sir. I've had people who don't remotely care about Star Wars or remotely don't care about Darth Vader. When they saw that piece, they said, dude, that's a sick
It's
piece.
crazy.
I've had people say that, you know.
Front, back, is there like a
The flames are his back is toward those flames that are sticking up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Those two, yeah.
So you would say there's only one pose to use, right, Thor?
Oh, it's easy. This one ain't even debate. You know, the rest of that stuff is nice, but the whole point of this thing is him holding the helmet. But the only debate is which head to use. I use the older head. That was just my opinion. I just like the older head better.
Somebody said, "Don't pick it up. Don't hold it by the cape." Before
No, don't
hold it by the body.
Yeah, if you can.
Thank you.
But you got to take the you got to take.
Yeah, make all the mistakes for me, Matt. So tomorrow I can do it right.
Steve, I'm really praying for you, bro. I'm hoping
yeah, I know, right?
when that thing shows up, man, I swear to God, if there's something wrong, oh God. So you guys are going on tomorrow too, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning is our regular. It will be we usually do Friday night, but today was my son's birthday, so we'll do it tomorrow.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
happy
cool.
birthday to him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll be watching.
14.
And I understand
Holy
you guys are gonna be talking about the dark side.
Yeah, I decided. I mean, you look at things, man. Everything that is coming out, everything we're buying is all dark side stuff. It's nuts.
So I mean, if you need a dark side practitioner to come and I mean, you know, I'm just saying.
No, I hear you. I hear you. So I will send you the invite. I think we have a full house tomorrow, but I will send you an invite.
Yeah. If not, no
and if there's room, we'll get you in.
It'd be great to have you on.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks,
absolutely.
I appreciate it.
That is tight.
Oh man,
It's crazy, dude. The cape is just
It's amazing, ain't it? Yeah.
So that paint effect caught a lot of attention when this first came out because a bunch of people didn't like it. But I love that kind of effect, that object source lighting effect. I think that's so cool.
So Gary is saying don't push him down by his cape. If you're trying to get him into his peg holes, don't push down the cape. Always just hold the body.
Like I
No,
just did.
he's good.
Yeah, like you did.
Yeah, you good.
Cool.
Yeah,
But
you
I'm
good.
sure you're going to take it apart again and all
Yeah,
that.
okay,
Just
good, okay.
don't do that.
Okay.
No, it's easy as cake now. It's just
Yeah. Just a couple more.
you home free now, bro. So
This is so refreshing to watch, Matt.
isn't it?
Why?
It's
Because it reminds me of how I used to feel collecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I'm just like, I put a statue together one time and I'll walk it around my room. Like it's like, here's another one.
Yeah. Put it on the shelf.
Feeling, man.
Yeah. I hear that.
So it's nice to see somebody really appreciating it and enjoying it.
I love it. There's the helmet. All right. So Thor, what would you say?
they're both great. Me, I went with the older one, the one from Jedi, and because that's just my lasting image of him without his helmet on. You never saw younger Anakin without. I mean, when he first got burned, they put it on, but that was just my lasting image. So I put the older head on.
And these aren't the best likenesses, but like at the same time,
yeah,
you can see them.
You can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, because he is burned up, so
it's true.
So it's like you can't really. But
yeah.
I mean, it's up to you, man. I went the older head. That was just put them on and see what you think. But
oh man,
yeah, that's the guy, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Ain't
That's
cool?
pretty awesome.
Ain't it cool?
Yeah, he is cool, man.
Doesn't this one have a lightsaber that hangs from the belt?
It does. Yeah, it sure does. Yeah. It's in the. Yeah, it sure does. Good call,
Now, how do I know that?
Good question.
I'm fucking sick, man. Something's wrong with me, dude.
He's like, I saw this 6 years ago. Doesn't this have a?
Yeah,
I should be slapped. I got it.
But I try to remember stuff like you're gonna make me start collecting statues. Yeah.
Hey man.
Oh look at this guy down here. You're gonna start. You assholes are gonna make me start collecting statues now. No, I mean, there is no choice. There is no choice for you. And I tell you, Nihilus Gray, like I tell all the peoples when I come in here, sell all your hot toys with all of your hatred, and your journey to the dark side will be complete.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh man.
Yeah, this thing is crazy, man.
I just sold half my hot toys. It gets exhausting.
Of course it is.
It does.
It's
It does.
like so Tim, you have over 100 statues. I had over 100 hot toys, and it was just like, imagine trying to sell those. It's just
crazy. I don't even want to box one statue up. I'm stressed out thinking about that. Like,
I hear you.
Gotta do this,
right?
Well, and that's honestly, the more I've opened these and put these together, the more I'm like, if I ever have to sell a statue, what a nightmare that is. Like to figure out where things have to go back, do all the that just seems, and not to mention the boxes are heavy as hell. Like, I don't know, man. That's why you got to keep those damn shippers if you got them, because otherwise, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you ruin the color box. Yeah,
which is a whole nother problem. So here's a question I have. I thought about this morning. I was watching someone talk about keeping statues in a temperate environment for the most part, right? And they're saying, don't try not to make it too hot or cold or whatever in your room. Or
yeah.
So then I started thinking, well, what happens with the accessory, like the things you don't use in your statue that you put away somewhere where it is hot? What happened to those things? Do those things get melted and messed up?
I mean, they're not going to melt into like a puddle.
Just to be unusable.
They're not going to melt into a puddle, but
mostly.
They could alter. It really would depend on what it is. If it's like an arm or something, it might be all right. But if it's like a gun or something like that, it might warp a little bit.
Okay.
Like this, think about it, this guy's had this in a freaking storage facility for how many, and
Yeah.
you know, so
Well,
it
that
has to really be extreme. Like it's not like 78 degrees is going to do it.
yeah.
88 degrees will do it. 98 degrees will do it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering because I mean, I keep my stuff. It's like a upper part to my garage where I can keep stuff above, like keep stuff away. And so I don't know what I should be doing.
Matt, if it were me, I would keep all the accessories in a box that I keep in the house, probably right there in the collection room.
Just take them out.
Yeah, there's so few of them. There's so few of them, right? And I would think that you'd want to switch those out perhaps more than you would accessories on a 6-scale figure, right? And no way would there's no way I would put them in the rafters of a room of a garage.
That's what I was wondering because I don't want to mess. I don't want to F these things up. I just didn't know.
You'll start to get creative and say, all right, well, let me get this display because there's a drawer in this display. And I can put all my fucking body parts in there.
Yeah.
You'll start getting super crazy, bro.
Yeah. See, that's fantastic.
And necessity is the mother of invention.
Right.
For sure, bro. I ain't never had this much construction in my life.
Yeah, that's a good thought though. To kind of separate it all. That's a good thought. Because I'm so used to boxing things up with accessories. I just don't.
Right. Because the Hot Toys, you have like at least 10 accessories in every box, right?
Yeah.
All the hands and you don't use bases, so you got the bases in there and all that shit. And you keep it in the box. It's nice and organized. And
every time I've sent something out, even keeping them in my garage, every time I've sent something out, it's great. They're fine. Nothing has happened. So like, but this is different. So I just don't want to F everything up. So.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? Like you lose $500. Seriously, I mean, when you think about it, it's like to relieve yourself of the stress of it.
Yeah,
it's real. Your real life's really not changing.
Right. True.
So
Yeah. True. It's just $500 per statue. No, that's no big deal.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, dude. What was the topic of conversation on the DCX tonight? Like, what'd you guys go through? Just a bunch of stuff.
Pictures. I mean, we started with Colossus, and then went to Batman. Damn, why am I at echo? Then we went to the pictures and showed all the pictures, and somebody cut us off, and then we came back on.
Dude, those the two I think it's is it the two that collect in Miami?
Barbara and Muhammad.
Yeah. Dude, they've got a lot of Colossus figures.
Yeah, Ohami's a big time Colossus fan.
I saw them stack those things up when you did the unboxing. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Dude.
He was just talking about getting another one.
Another Colossus? Like a custom or?
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy. Oh, yeah. Thor, this is a question I had.
Yeah.
When has Sideshow made a premium format after we think they possibly could have lost the Star Wars license?
Yeah, yes. They made the Royal Guard.
Okay, so that's coming out. That's a premium format.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was just wondering because I'm so surprised they didn't come out with anything.
We were just talking about that. I was like devastated.
I don't understand.
I was shocked they didn't do a Mando.
Yeah.
Like, like walking into my living room, there's an alligator. That's how shocked I was.
It just blows my mind. So like that, and I was just thinking. I was wondering if that do certain companies hold certain licenses for certain scales and statues?
Yeah.
Okay, they do. Okay.
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing, right? So we said Bowen Designs, right?
Yeah.
They invented the statue game, but they owned the license to 1/6 scale Marvel everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when Sideshow came along, they invented the quarter scale market. There was no quarter scale statue market.
Oh wow.
So they owned the license for 1/4 scale Marvel stuff in the United States and in all their territories. So when XM came around, they were only able to get that pocket, that small pocket of Southeast Asia, you know, because why would Sideshow make statues in Southeast Asia and ship them in Southeast Asia? Everybody is buying them here. So that wasn't part of the territory. So
that's why it's hard to get an XM here.
Yeah.
It's easier now.
It's easier now, for sure.
Before it was difficult. But now it's a lot of spec fiction, and then we got these we got people we can hook. Oh, what happened?
Hardcore enabling going on here.
Oh yeah.
We call ourselves the 6 scale enablers when we get together and talk. So Aaron's used to that. Now we're freaking moving up to statues.
Yeah,
I told you guys before it's all over, this shit gonna be called Rogue 1/4.
Yeah, that's a good point. Huh?
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with that? You know.
So with Prime 1, did they just have a different territory?
Yeah, they do. They out of Japan, and they do 1/3 mostly. Like when you think of Prime 1, you automatically think 1/3.
Right, the 1/3 market is new.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4 years old.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, the first 1/3s, I think, were Pop Culture Shock and Prime 1. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, there was nobody making 1/3 scale statues at the time.
Was Prime 1 a thing before 4 years ago?
No.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, they're relatively new.
Oh, that's crazy.
They
I
started
think it's 4 years. It could be 5, but
they started out with the Transformers from like the Michael Bay movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they started making like Arkham Batman statues. And then they started moving in like more comic kind of stuff a little bit.
I'll tell you what, those Transformer statues are hard to look at. I know people really like them, but man, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, just like the movies.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very accurate.
I can't watch the movies because there's so much shit going on, right?
So much
the statues are just like the
It's impressive.
Like
it's really impressive.
That Shockwave has like 300 pieces.
Right, they come with a huge amount of pieces too. That's right. Yeah.
So you're keying in all those pieces?
No way in hell I could.
That's crazy.
Oh man, Mac said he wanted one, dude. You know, I was watching. He was on with Chris the other night, and he was saying that's one of his dream statues to get that Shockwave. And I was like, "You're insane."
Wouldn't that start him down another road of getting other Transformers at that point?
Yeah, Mac is gone, bro.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay.
See this guy's house.
Yeah. I've only seen where he does the some of the YouTube stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's it's too late for all of us. I mean,
no, for sure.
Yeah. So, but
for sure, I can see that behind you guys.
Yeah.
Have you guys done? Adam, have you done any busts at all?
Any what?
Any busts? Any like life size busts?
Sure.
No, I just didn't know if that was is that 1-to-1?
No, these are half scale.
Okay.
I have 16 half scale busts.
Oh, geez.
I have 2 life size busts.
Okay.
I have 1 half scale statue.
Are you gonna do any Queen Studio stuff at all, or
no?
Dude, that stuff's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's like I kind of lost control a little bit and bought stuff out. Yeah. And bought stuff outside of the X-Men, which was like that was my only motivation, was like, I'm going to have a dope ass X-Men collection. I knew exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. And
then I'm like, oh, you know what, man, this Scorpion, Mortal Kombat Scorpion statue is fucking amazing. Let me buy that.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, shit, man, now I have fucking shit that is not like, I like Spider-Man, but I don't like Spider-Man like that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm 10 years deep into collecting X-Men. I'm like, X-Men should be on this wall, not Spider-Man. So
yeah,
I remember seeing Thor coming over your place and doing a tour of your room, and I remember seeing
nervous me.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Medusa statue that you had. That doesn't go with anything, right?
That was how me and Thor met.
That's how I met. Statue.
Yeah, I picked it up for him.
Okay.
Yeah. That wasn't my statue.
That wasn't yours. That was for Thor.
Okay.
Yeah. But you don't have that anymore, Thor, do you?
No, unfortunately, because you know what? It was like I wanted the other one, You know what I mean? It was like it's two of them. And then all this stuff started to happen, and it was like, and then I had to make a decision. The statue ain't gonna make me and this man's friendship. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
So it's like I was like, well, I love it.
All it was the spark, baby.
Yeah, that's all. Because like they had a variant edition of that one, and that's the one I really wanted. So
yeah,
I was like, I love it, but it just
Is it? Are these what these Transformers are going for? These
some of that sound wave, that shockwave probably does.
That's freaking crazy.
But I like the XM ones better anyway. The XM ones look like the old cartoon.
I mean, that's Steve. That's like buying a Millennium Falcon from the what's it called? Master Replica.
That I would think about paying for.
The Master Replica?
Oh yeah. That is, to me, that is the Star Wars Grail.
I saw one go up in the group.
One.
Did you see that go up?
The Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that a couple months ago. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, that one's amazing. There's one that went up today. There was the Master Replica Millennium Falcon.
How much were they asking for?
4,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
Dude, I would love to get. I probably won't ever have, but I would love to get the AT-AT. The snow AT-AT.
The guy I bought this from, he had one. He was trying to sell it to me.
Oh man,
it was
so
like
cool.
Something stupid was wrong with it. It wasn't that bad. And I was like, dude, even if I did have the money, I said, dude, there's no way I can get this thing in my car.
It's huge.
It's gigantic.
That's crazy.
Big as this freaking TV, and this is 70-inch TV. That's how big it was.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I want.
Crazy.
That's on my list, Matt. That's on my my.
You could actually fit it in your place. And do they? These don't come with anything to put over acrylic or anything to put over them, right? You have to.
I think it did have acrylic.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, it had acrylic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's two of them. There's a signature edition that has the snow base, and then there's the regular one that's just the mirrored base, right?
Yeah.
But I have seen acrylic on them, so I do think that they come with that.
This one had acrylic on it. And I can't remember what was wrong with it.
That would just be an amazing.
It was
insane.
Man, you guys give me so much shit.
But this,
I don't have that Revan. I don't have that
Mall.
XM Mall.
Yeah, XM Mall. That's right.
So I still got to work for those.
You talk about life-changing events.
Yeah,
that's a life-changing.
Yeah.
Dude, I've heard it's incredible.
When you see this guy for real, like I can't wait till the Saber comes back.
Can you even get him without it being broken though? Is that even possible?
Mine came not broken. I mean, not on.
Yeah, well, it's not Steve.
Yeah,
Steve's the entire skirt would be broken off.
I'm just saying. I've seen people with these like the thing was like leaning all the way over. And
oh wow, really?
Yeah, it was a mess. But,
how did you pick up your Grievous in like around you, or did you get it shipped?
I live like 5 miles away from.
Okay.
And matter of fact, that thing has been on eBay for about 2 years. And I think the reason nobody got it was because he couldn't ship it. He was like,
of course.
And it was cheap, man. It was.
That's amazing.
Steve,
I was telling Thor that the guy I got the Vader from has a list of like a massive amount of statues, and he was like, yeah, I've got 2 Grievous statues, the EX and the normal.
You need it. You need it. I'm telling you now, bro. That's the next one you need to get.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Which one?
He got
Grievous.
The guy got Grievous. He got the normal and he got the EX.
I've got Grievous.
No, I'm telling Matt.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah, he's done me.
Go back to Compton.
Pick up that Grievous.
Yeah, Matt. That's a great pickup, but it's a big footprint.
It is. Yeah, I've heard it's because
Grievous. It has the oval base.
The arms
the lightsabers are all out.
Yeah. That'd be tough for me. I'm also not a huge Grievous fan, but yeah.
And I'm telling you, I like it way more than I thought I would.
That's crazy, man. I'll have to look at him. Yeah, I'm gonna get a list from him and see like what's up. Because the problem is he doesn't ship anything. He doesn't do like PayPal or anything like that. So it's like it's really hard for him to live his life. I don't know what's going on with him, but So I got to see what he has, and maybe I can find some stuff for anybody else that's looking for stuff.
Oh, you shit! I'm sorry. I was just looking at XM malls, and there was one that sold for $1,300 recently.
Oh, that's not bad.
Which is not bad at all for
one.
What's that?
His face. He's like, this guy. It's over.
Yeah.
No, but that's because on Spec Fiction, it's like what two something.
And that was an auction, and it was a friggin' auction.
Yeah.
God,
so just don't get upset. Keep I'm saying, keep it to the ground. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, everything goes up and down, man.
They come around, bro. I'm telling you.
Everything goes up and down, dude.
I'm like you guys. I wanted everything now. No. With these, you gotta wait. And
Yeah.
You know, tell him.
We're not patient people. We're coming from Hot Toys,
No.
so
You gotta give up. Forget all that shit. All
I
that
know.
shit.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, yeah.
It's over.
It's over. It's over. You got we got it thinking now. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
These things you just like you found the guy. You know, so now he's got, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said Matt's gonna have to clear out the possums first. It's true. I have to go in and clear out all his dead animals from his.
The guy had dead possums in the storage facility.
Yeah.
Keeping these sideshow statues in there.
Did he really?
And he said he almost because I guess he doesn't like dead animals, and like who does? But
who does?
Yeah. So but he has a thing about dead animals, and so like he was like, dude, I'm not. I almost called off the whole meetup thing because and so he brought his, but he knew, which is true. He knew I'd be like, dude, you're not like I've had enough at this point, right? I was going up there going like, this is it. I can't handle anymore because I've been working on this for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
And so, that would have been really bad.
But now it's worth it.
Oh, it's absolutely.
It's worth it.
No, that's why I wouldn't have driven all the way up to freaking the middle of, Inglewood or Compton or wherever I was.
So he had possums in there. Did they like eat through the boxes or anything? I would be.
I don't know.
Out.
I know. I don't know. He sent me pictures of this guy, and everything looked fine. And so I was like, okay, cool. And the box inside, everything was fine. I don't know.
Is he selling anything else?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get a list.
Does he have two of those too? Or
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. He said so. This is I don't even like to say this because this sounds ridiculous, but he basically was like at one point he was buying statues because he wanted to display them like this, and then he wanted another one to display with the back showing because he didn't want to he didn't have a rotating base.
Yeah, he didn't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
All right. So the next time somebody gives me a hard time, right?
It's crazy.
This guy's buying two of everything and then never takes them out of the box. So
yeah, it's nuts. And he's got, dude, I saw, I don't know, Steve, if I showed you pictures of his storage facility, it's outrageous. It's to the ceiling. Yeah. And he's panning through all this stuff and there's sideshow, like all these boxes everywhere. So I'm gonna figure out what he's got because I don't think he's gonna display any of it.
Find out.
Yeah. I'm gonna
get the scoop. Maybe this is.
So I'm gonna tell you about this thing that I have acquired.
Yeah. Tell us.
Oh yeah.
So we were on last Monday talking about the May the 4th and stuff, and Matt, you mentioned that you would not be needing Iron Studios Kylo Ren.
Right.
So I took it upon myself to obtain said piece.
Did you do it?
I did do it.
My man.
They're going to be shipping it out Monday.
That is awesome.
And it will arrive in Imperial hands very safely. You see,
dude, good for you. I was wondering if someone was going to pick that up.
Oh yeah. I was waiting. I wasn't going to do nothing. I was like, okay, if you want to get it, no problem. Oh, I don't need it. That's okay.
So what are you going to do about your sideshow, Kylo?
Well, what I'm going to do, but the only reason I got this thing. Well, it looks at first I was like,
the Vader mask.
The Vader mask is the reason I got it.
Yeah,
that was I wanted that melted Vader mask.
Yeah,
But the thing is, this thing is 200 pieces. Usually goes for like $1,100-$1,200. Thing was
Mhm.
$650, bro.
It's crazy.
Brand new. I was
Do
like,
you remember, Thor? You remember I wrote them and I was like, this.
yeah.
This must be the 1/10. You must be getting this wrong. I just don't see how that's possible.
I'm like, no, this is 1/4.
Yeah.
And after I watched a few, and I didn't, I watched a few videos on it.
Yeah.
Because I always saw it when he was doing like this. I said, I don't
Mhm.
like that at all. Then I didn't know you had different arms and you could change the saber arm. And of course,
Yep.
send the saber to the guy. But it's actually it's because Taylor kept saying this is a sick piece. I just thought he was saying it because he's a big time Kylo fan.
Yeah, sure.
To me, Kylo's all right. I thought he was gangster in this last movie.
Sure.
But I think what I'm going to do is, so I think it's cool because I do like the helmet. We got this custom head made, and he's got so I'm going to move him over, and then I'm gonna have the other one on the other side, and then in the middle I'm gonna have like the Vader mask.
That's cool.
So I think that'll be pretty sick.
So
That's
one
cool.
unmasked, one masked, then the Vader helmet. Nice.
Yeah, in the middle. So I think that'll be cool. But I'm gonna have the saber lights up, but it's like batteries. So I'm gonna send it to the guy, have him do it. And the base
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly how it happens. He had one Kylo.
Yeah, now
Had it for a long time. Got a second Kylo.
That's three characters.
Got a third Kylo.
That's three pieces. Like I got two Vaders, I got two Mauls, and I got two
Oh,
Kylos.
that's crazy.
And two Bobas. And two Bobas.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so
And
Maul, Vader. 4 characters. I got 2 pieces of. So,
yeah,
Jeez.
man, it's bad, bro. It's bad.
It's really bad.
It's awful, man.
but if you gentlemen want to graduate, you gotta get one of those.
I've heard that's amazing. Yeah.
That's the one you gotta get. I drove
Yeah.
800 miles for that guy.
Steve, have you looked at that at all?
800 miles.
Which one?
The
Spiker Scout.
speeder bike.
He's got it.
The bike.
I did go after you
He's
showed
got
it.
it. He's got it.
After you showed it last, like a couple shows ago, I decided to go check it out, and I just decided that my 6 scale to go with my Leia and the Ewok and the Endor Luke was a better way to go than to get another biker scout.
Yeah.
That guy is you gotta if you can pick that up, I would highly recommend. Like go actually physically go get it. Because it is just like Grievous, it's very delicate.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah. Yeah, I what I would like to get instead of the speeder bike is the dewback.
Yeah, that's cool. That
That dewback is insane.
That dewback is crazy.
So
Justin, you landed on the right place, man. Like this is even better.
yeah, Matt's gonna be taking his shirt off soon.
Oh yeah, it's coming up quick.
Y'all come on tomorrow, man. That's gonna be good. Who y'all got coming on tomorrow so we can contaminate them as well?
All right, so I need to understand this because this is only an inside joke that we only know on our show.
Yeah.
Steve has 3 scout bikers.
Yeah.
Do we know you by a different name, Sinister, like from our show?
I don't think so. I think he's just picking up on what everyone else is picking
Because
up
these
on.
guys are always busting my chops about having an army of snowtroopers. I've got one, and
He's
somehow
got one.
I have an army.
Yeah, it's true. No. The thing about Steve is
Oh God!
you
here
got to
we
be
go.
careful what he knows that you're gonna get, because if there's something he wants and you want, you're not gonna get it.
I deserve
first.
that.
You're not gonna get it
that.
first.
Yes.
Well,
That's why I keep this stuff airtight, bro.
Steve, you're on the prowl.
Ain't nobody know.
Steve's always
I
on the
had
prowl.
no idea that you bought that thing.
Bing, I ain't even tell you, right?
Yeah,
I ain't tell nobody.
yeah, we talk on the daily.
Yeah, I ain't tell nobody.
Well, Thor, I didn't even know you had a
You ain't know. Nobody knew.
thought of it.
Yeah.
I was close to buying it, but I decided not to.
Yeah, I waited. I said, okay. If he ain't, when you said, nah, I don't need it. I said, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get one. I want to get a Kylo at some point, but I don't want one just yet. So
See, I hate when I say I'm looking for something, then somebody calls my bluff
yeah.
and says, "Oh, are you looking for that, Steve?"
I know, right? Or you find a great deal somewhere and you're like, maybe. I don't
What
know.
are you looking for right now?
Who, me?
Both of you.
I'm
What's next?
I was looking for this so much that like
You're good.
I feel really thankful to be able to at least get this guy and the Fett. I wasn't expecting to get the Fett. The Fett came up and it was just a good deal, and I got it. So, and I'd sold enough stuff that recently that I haven't paid a lot of money out of my own pocket, which is great. But now I don't know. I think the next thing I'm looking forward to is seeing that mall, the new with
Mythos.
Mall. Yeah, Mythos Mall.
And we failed to mention that Matt has pre-ordered the Asajj Ventress.
I have, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
It's a good move.
As
Yeah,
well.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
What about the Emperor?
I don't know if I like the Emperor.
I didn't even do the Emperor.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't. It just doesn't look very good to me. The Ventress looks absolutely ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not a crazy Ventress fan. I love Clone Wars now. Having watched through it, seen the last episodes, it's really good. And so I'm down for that stuff. But I wasn't a huge Ventress fan. And then after seeing it and seeing the Coochie whatever brothers that made the Coochie Man brothers. Yeah. So anyway, they made that thing. I heard they were great. And I was like, hell yeah. Like, let me jump on this because it looks really good. And then the mall came out recently. And the same people made it, which makes sense. And I'm just really excited to see what the rest of it looks like. So
they're
I'm
solid, man. They make fantastic statues.
So who would you say, Adam, who'd you say is your favorite people?
My favorite?
Like sculptor.
My favorite
is that a hard
is
question?
Franco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Franco.
He's my favorite, but he's not the best.
He's
It's
not
different.
white. Don't worry
It's
about it.
different.
Okay.
You know, so like Franco captures the style that I look for. He has the character accuracy. I think I like his poses. I like the details he puts in the costumes. He embellishes them just enough. But like, as far as technical ability, there's guys who are just so technically sound that it's like, it would be untruthful for me to give him the top seat. It's just not, you know, but my favorite, 100%, you know, like I love everything he does. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, but I think it's also unfair because like let's say a sideshow sculptor, it's not just one guy. It's an entire team is like gathering and saying, yo, right here. And like, so it's also slightly unfair to he's all by himself doing it, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean,
true.
Franco's my favorite for sure.
That's true. Do you guys like when you get clothing, any type of clothing on your character, like actual like mixed media?
Mixed media, I love it.
Okay, so you like it more than fully sculpted?
No, I like both, but
Okay.
I love mixed media.
It depends on the piece, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's some pieces I think it works. I don't like it when like the whole thing is media. Like if you like you know the Vader cape on the Iron Studios, it works. That works. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know that's cool. So I'm waiting to see these. I'm excusing it on these Royal Guards because I wanted the Royal Guards so bad for so long. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you know, it's whatever. You know?
I have a life-size mannequin.
Tim,
Yeah.
you gotta see these. You gotta see these mannequins, man.
You gotta look it up, Steve. They're crazy.
If you go on eBay and you search on life-size slave Leia, you will open up a door to a world that you will never forget.
I love that comment. I have a life-size mannequin. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up, man.
What's that? You have a life-size mannequin, you said?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I have a life-size mannequin that I dress up in my Michael Myers costume.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I wanted to put him in the bathroom downstairs in the corner.
Yeah, that's a great idea. These are a little bit
No, we aren't.
different than you're expecting. I'll just
It's fantastic. the guy that makes them is just it's just incredible.
He's a real artist. We'll just put it that way.
He's a special guy. He's a special guy. But he has he doesn't just do the Leia. He does a bunch of characters and they're all special in their own way.
They're all special.
They're really crazy. So
So, what's your thoughts, Matt? Do you like mixed media?
Yeah, so it's interesting. I'm so used to mixed media, right? Because of Hot Toys. And so there's not, I mean, Steve, is there what do we have that isn't mixed media? Is there anything that
As far as 6 scale?
Yeah. Is there anything that's not mixed media?
The big thing that happens, the big decision in 6 scale between mixed media is between sculpted hair and rooted hair.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
That's quite often the big debate.
That's true. And there's a lot of people obviously on both sides. And so I thought I would be way more down the line of liking the mixed media just because that's what I'm used to and that's what I kind of, had for a long time. The more I see the sculpted, the more I like it because it's just this is crazy. Like the stuff they can do with it is just outrageous.
So no matter how many wires you put in that cape, you ain't going to get that pose
exactly
out of it. And you didn't have to iron anything when it came out of the box.
Very true. Yeah.
Which is nice.
And right away, it feels different than anything you've had. It being fully sculpted, it's just immediately feels tangibly different. You're like, this is different. And
it gives so much emotion to see something that's like in the wind, or you know what I mean? Something's blowing in the wind, like Obi-Wan. This Obi-Wan Kenobi statue, the Mythos statue, wouldn't be the same if his giant cape wasn't blowing in the wind. You get the feeling he's in the desert. It's crazy. And the same with this guy. It just adds so much emotion to it. And that's what I was telling Thor. I think Thor, we were talking about this, that to me, the difference, it's what's starting to feel the difference between like Hot Toys and statues is a little bit more art versus, I don't want to say toy because I don't think Hot Toys are toys. I think
fun.
Yeah, it's just different. It's just very different. It's like the Hot Toys can really symbolize a character that you want to display, and the likeness is it's incredible.
Yeah.
Their likeness is outrageous, but the more I look at it, the bases and everything that comes, all the stuff that goes along with the statue, it feels so much more like art. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I really like it. And that's why I'm not saying everything's going to change to statues. I like having the option to do either one. But I will say that, if like they just came out the Mud Trooper, Steve, right?
Yep.
If I saw a Mud Trooper, there was like a quarter scale Mud Trooper and it looked amazing, it had like wind blown, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know how I could not want that versus the 6 scale version, right?
The 6 scale has a bigger variety.
They do.
They do. And then you don't feel guilty about getting like a side character, right?
Right.
That will cost you $250, right? Instead of spending $800.
Yeah, especially in Star Wars, the Star Wars line. There's honestly, I've in coming into this statue world, like I've looked at what's available Star Wars wise, and it's really not that crazy. Like,
yeah, you can catch up quick.
I was gonna say that. That's one thing about Hot Toys that I've looked at as a Star Wars collector. It's like, man, I wish that was a statue.
Exactly.
I can't tell you how many times I said that, especially with the Emperor and the Royal Guard. Like, God, I wish that was a statue.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's like for me, like I'd love some of the stuff like the Mud Trooper and some of the Rogue One stuff. I would love them.
It'd be a different ball game if you were collecting like Marvel or DC.
Yeah,
there's a shit ton of all that stuff.
Absolutely,
but
well, and that's why I think I said the last time was that I'm really happy I don't collect even X-Men. Like
or Batman in front of me, Matt.
or Batman. Like, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how you collect that stuff. Because
Matt, we could probably sit down and write a top 10 list of statues for Star Wars, right?
Right.
And most people would agree with it.
Sure.
You probably couldn't put a top 10 list of Batman statues and get most people to agree with it.
Yeah, you're probably
just
right.
Batman alone, right?
Yeah, you're probably right.
But for all of Star Wars, you probably could put together a top 10 list.
Yeah.
How do
you pick what's the best Wolverine?
Oh
Exactly.
no, yeah, for sure.
No, so then you end up buying 27 of them.
So, question: when people collect Marvel in the statue game, do they do a lot? Do they do kind of what you're doing, Adam, where you're actually more focused on the X-Men than other, or are they kind of just jumping around?
The
I like the
X-Men feel like
I like the focus you have. It's cool. It's the X-Men are really cool looking. So I'm just wondering if other people are doing the same thing.
I think the X-Men are the hot thing right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, and that truly shocks me how hot the X-Men are.
Yeah.
Because for super long, I was just watching. I'm posting X-Men stuff, and I'm just watching Hulk and Iron Man and Captain America, and I'm going, yo, why are there no X-Men collectors? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it was like, yo, like a switch. As soon as Disney bought them, boom, everybody's collecting X-Men. I'm like, what the fuck happened, dude?
That's crazy, dude.
It's nuts, especially for me, because I've been watching, like, you guys watch what you're passionate about. I mean, I've been looking for T-shirts, anything, keychains, book bags, nothing. There was nothing on the market. They bought them. Boom! T-shirts are everywhere now.
That's crazy, dude.
It's really nuts.
That's cool though, man. Like, yeah, you have to be excited about that.
Yeah, totally.
A lot of good options.
Super jazzed. I think it was a 4-year span where we got 2 X-Men a year.
Wow. From XM or
from Sideshow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like they did Dark Phoenix and Brown Suit Wolverine, and that was it for the year. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I just spent, 6 years collecting this X-Men line, and you're not even finishing it? Where's Magneto? And then like 4 years later, Magneto comes, and I'm like, and it's not the right costume. Go fuck me.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Thor, so at what point did you just go Star Wars?
I'll tell you when it was. I watched our boy Mad X. He went to this guy's house and he had a Star Wars collection. And, at that time, I had some mixed stuff and, I was Medusa and Ghost Rider and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it all together. I was like, dude.
I'm becoming a statue elitist.
I said, this is what I need to aspire to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it wasn't until recently when I was like, when I, sold Luke to Steve.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, I just, because I fell in love with Star Wars because of Vader.
Yeah.
I've always been, I've always go to see the villains. Yeah. Like I was cheering for him to whoop Luke's ass. I can tell y'all that right now. I cried when he lost in Return of the Jedi. In the movie, I swear to God, I did. So I was like, no, this can't happen like this. And then I'm gonna tell you, and then it was like a second shock when the Emperor was like, yeah, go ahead and kill him. I was like, what? You know what I mean? Dude, I was like, no, man. So, and then I've always just loved the villains, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I want a whole, but and when the guy, I ain't gonna say his name, started making Sith, I was like, dude, this is what we need to do. So fortunately we got him, and then our other boy who did the Kylo head is starting to do this stuff because it for a long time we didn't know what was going on with Sideshow and Star Wars. Fortunately, XM started making some. So but I can tell you, man, that if you can't find this, that Sideshow mall is amazing.
I heard it's incredible.
Yeah. That's one thing that I'm envious of. Well, two things: the saber and the head sculpt. Like that's 100% Ray Park. This one is not.
Okay.
But other than that, it's I take this one over that one. But that one is me.
Steve Lord sculpted that.
Oh, did he?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Oh, this man knows, bro. No,
Adam's like
Martin now sculpted that.
So I love this stuff so much that if I see the right form and the right position and the right look and the feeling of the statue is right, I go, who the fuck made this? I want to know so bad. Yeah. And then I go, this guy again? It's unbelievable how many times it's the same guy.
Right. How consistent.
And then I wonder, is it just me or why is that guy? So then I'll Google search Steve Lord and I go, wow, this guy's an award-winning anatomy specialist. He teaches classes and lectures. He's in science books on his ability to make anatomy sculpture. There's a reason why
That's crazy.
my eye gets drawn to like what he does, you know?
That's crazy.
And like Will Harbottle is another guy who's just fucking exceptional, you know? And then you have this guy, Daniel Bell, comes out of fucking nowhere and is just so fucking good. It's unbelievable.
Mark Newman's another one.
Mark Newman.
Mark Newman did Shakti.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you see a sexy girl,
It's
9
Mark
out of 10,
Newman.
it's Mark Newman who sculpted it.
Who did Talon? Do you know? Is it Mark Newman too? Or
I actually don't know that.
yeah, I don't know
it
who did
be
Talon.
Mark Newman.
Yeah, but he did 100%. He did Shakti. Mark Newman did.
Yeah, I mean, I have 4 Jean Grey statues sculpted by Mark Newman. 5.
Yeah,
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So is it like is there any times you look at a statue and you go like the anatomy just isn't right?
All the time.
Really?
All the time.
That's interesting.
All the time.
I would imagine, especially on an X-Men, because you see their muscles so it's so like.
Yeah, I mean it's torturous because, you know, the old school line, the OG line, the muscles are in the right place, but there's really no embellishment. It's kind of just like it's a perfect form. Where the new stuff like this thing is so bonkers. You can see the tension in certain muscles flexed. You can see the looseness in other muscles. It's so subtle that I think recently my palate has changed to the point where I can't accept something unless it's like 100% and anatomically correct.
Yeah, interesting.
You know, it used to be if the costume wasn't right and the portrait didn't look right, I couldn't get it.
Right.
And now it's like, I'll take the costume being a little bit off because everything else is so right about it, you know?
Yeah. Interesting.
Refined palate, like I'm like some fucking wine connoisseur or something.
Well, for Star Wars, I guess it's very different, right? We don't have not a lot of Star Wars characters that have like muscles bulging and, you know.
That Darth Maul will have them.
Yeah. You mean this one or the other one?
The Darth Maul.
The Mythos one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. When you see that one is the sculpt on that is insane.
Yeah, man. People
bro.
People underrate that statue. I have that, and that is
the stance and everything is just you just got to see it to know what I'm
talking
talking
am I getting rid of that, even with the new Mythos. I'd buy it.
Yeah, but the new Mythos, you'll see body sculpt in that too.
Yeah.
But now it's the point. If I see just like an image, like today, a friend sent me something and said, "Hey man, what are your thoughts?" And I literally can scan the image and go, "His hands are too big." And he's like, "What? Oh shit, they are too big." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's like." I'm like, yeah, it's wrong.
Here's something for you. Tell about the other. Hold on. Tell about the other day when some guy in one of the groups said, "This white Magneto is the best Magneto out there. Prove me wrong." They said the wrong thing to this man. That's all I can tell you, man.
Yeah. I said, "How much time do you have?" And he said, "I got all the time in the world." So I sent him fucking.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's
man.
Crazy.
How could white costume Magneto be the best Magneto? Magneto is not in a white costume.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's been depicted in a white costume, absolutely, but that isn't who Magneto is.
Yeah.
Magneto's in a purple costume, so right off the bat, you're wrong.
Right.
Starting line, you're wrong, but whatever.
Isn't the Magneto everyone wants is the one where he's in the throne? Yeah.
Most. I mean, I've seen it in person. I think it's nice. I wouldn't pay the money, not even half the money they want for that thing. It's nice and everything. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, it's expensive.
I don't think it's worth. Just like Talon, I don't think it's worth what they asking for it.
Yeah.
I never wanted that because it has costume inaccuracies, and then when I saw it in person, and it's underscaled.
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as I saw it in person, I just knew right away. I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna want this piece. Even though conceptually it's probably one of the best conceptual pieces that's ever been made. But you know, that they modernized a perfect costume. Why don't just make him look exactly like the comic book? Why can't you do that?
Right.
That's the way I look at it. It's like it's so easy.
Well, how many Magnetos have been made at this point? Like a lot, right?
Quarter scale Magnetos?
Yeah.
There's only to me, there's only one quarter scale Magneto. It's the Sideshow one.
Okay.
You know, if you're talking about custom Magnetos, countless.
Yeah, just countless. That's crazy.
Countless.
Is that where you're seeing like that's why people step in, right? They don't see it, so they're like, yeah, we're just gonna make this and this and this.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love this. I think the Sideshow Magneto is a fantastic sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
It just, the costume is not there. He doesn't have the underwear. He doesn't have the high-waisted belt.
Yeah.
The helmet's wrong. You know, it's little small things that, you know, if I'm only going to get one, you know, to put in like my main line, it has to be perfect. It has to look like the other ones.
Right.
You know, if it's too modernized or whatever, it makes me twitch. I'm just like, why would I get this? I'm not happy with it, you know?
Are they going to keep going on this Danger Room base thing?
I hope so.
Yeah. That's pretty
I have a big thing planned for these.
like another display thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be like working on trying to build something pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome. Steve, how big is the Rancor going to be compared to like the Juggernaut back there?
The Rancor is what, 32 inches tall, I think, and 32 inches wide.
Okay.
About 32. It's like a 32 by 32 by 32 square.
Yeah, he's much bigger than Juggernaut.
Okay. Yeah.
Juggernaut's 27 by 27.
Okay.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, the Rancor is sick.
So big.
I'm going to start running out of room here soon, Matt.
You think that's not possible?
You said how big is it? 30, 35?
I think 32. Let me confirm that. Because
that thing is the size of my half-scale Wolverine.
Wait, what y'all talking about?
The Rancor.
No, my bad. It's 29 and a half by 29 by 20.
Well, that's not.
So it's 30, 30, 30. All right.
Yeah. Well, 30, 30, 20. Yeah.
That's still huge. That's taller than these. That's taller than these cubes, man.
So he's almost as tall as my fucking half scale. That's bananas.
So he's bigger than the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And he's not quite 6 scale too. That's the fun thing.
Are y'all gonna get that?
Yes.
I'm not planning because I don't have the room for him, but
Yeah.
getting him, of course. And then I think there's a bunch of other guys that are getting him. Honestly, what's cool about the way they're doing that is the same thing they do with the Tauntaun, right? Where they made a statue that's 6 scale, and you can put a 6 scale figure, with the Rancor, and it'll look freaking awesome. It'll look really cool. So that I applaud them on. I think that's really neat that they're doing that. And how could you make a quarter scale Rancor? I mean, it's not going to happen. You know, so
yeah, a quarter scale Rancor would be absurd. But you know, there is, what NYC is doing, quarter scale Jabba.
Are they really?
They can keep that. That's gonna be like gigantic.
So big.
I used to have a 6 scale one, and that thing was huge.
I think they were saying something like 46 inches or something.
Oh,
That's
no, sir.
unruly.
No, sir. No, sir.
On a base?
Under no circumstances.
Yeah, on a dais.
Yeah.
God.
Under no circumstances. Imagine how heavy that thing gonna be.
Oh God, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, it's It's like $2,500 or something like that. It's absurd.
Especially considering most of the statues don't look that good. So,
yeah. Do you know the size of the Millennium Falcon cockpit? Do you have any idea on that?
Oh, good question.
That thing's gonna be pretty big too. And
Right.
that's 6 scale.
I think that's probably 30 inches.
That thing's gonna be huge. And that's the other reason, Thor, I'm not getting the Rancor is I am getting the cockpit. And so I don't know wherever the hell that's gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be huge. But
How big is it?
I'm trying to find it now.
The good thing is I can actually put my 6 scale like Han and Chewie and Luke and Obi-Wan like in the cockpit. So it's massive. This thing's huge. It's freaking huge. But it's all lights. It has all LED lights inside of it.
That's crazy.
yeah.
It's amazing.
I'd get Hot Toys to own that because that's freaking sick.
That is awesome.
That thing is.
It
Yeah.
is incredible.
Didn't you see? I don't know if you guys. How long you guys been collecting Hot Toys?
3 or 4 years.
3.
Okay. Ooh, I'm trying to think. Did you all ever see that they made a one of a kind 6 scale Millennium Falcon Hot Toys did? It was some. Oh man, that thing.
Yeah,
was gorgeous.
they took pictures.
Oh,
I mean,
my God. Yeah, they took pictures of it.
Howard Chan's a guy that owns Hot Toys, and he's a huge Star Wars fan. And so like he knows that like no one in Asia likes Star Wars. And so like not many people like Star Wars in Asia. So they don't make it like they do Marvel or all that other stuff. So he makes all this stuff and keeps it. Like he made the Millennium Falcon cockpit, kept it. He made Anakin's starfighter, the one you see in Revenge of the Sith.
I saw a TIE fighter too. Didn't they make that?
I think so.
I don't think they sold it, but I was like, dude, I want that.
Yeah,
Dude,
they've made so many things that he keeps. It's crazy, man. But like at some point you got to think like if he were to come out with the Millennium Falcon cockpit, how much is he gonna have to charge for that thing? It
doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, for sure. But there's not a lot of people that could handle that, right? So they gotta think like we can't. This doesn't make any sense.
Piss on them. This is world domination, man.
Exactly.
Nobody worry about them.
You should. Have you looked into the cockpit at all, Thor?
No, I'm not going to. Like I said, I'm sticking to the.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll when you get it, I'll check it out, man.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be pretty sweet. It should actually come in sometime. I think. Do you know when that's going out, Steve? Like July, end of July, or
the Falcon?
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for dimensions, but there's that picture of his son holding it.
Yeah, do you have that?
Right. I can send you a picture of that real quick. Yeah,
I know that guy made a meditation chamber with Vader, man. I considered getting that, but I was like, dude, I just gonna hold out hope that one day somebody gonna make the statue, man, because that's my dream piece if they ever make that. That's I can literally say I can retire now.
He's got a meditation chamber.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's I mean, no, it's a hot toy, man. I need a statue. Yeah.
Do you think Thor, if you got that, you would? I mean, it couldn't be quarter scale.
It would not have the same effect on me, and I know it wouldn't. I mean, it would be cool and everything, but like I need to put it like have it. You know what I mean? Like it's just, like if it's in like a DTOF, I'd have to go.
But if they made a statue of it,
it
would be too big, right?
No. I mean, you see his size. It probably fill out. Like they don't need the top; they just need like the bottom.
I got you.
I would need the top. Maybe if they just make that arm with his helmet on there, and I'd be good. And you have like switch out heads with his like that, and then have like an arm you put on there with the helmet when he's had, and then when you if you want him with his helmet on, you can take the arm off, or just remove the helmet and there's no helmet and you still got the arm.
Right.
And I think that would work. Holy Jesus.
Wow.
Look at the size. It looks like a missile, dude. Like a warhead.
Huge.
Wow, man.
Isn't that crazy? But you got all those figures fit inside that. Like 4 figures fit inside that, and it's all lit up inside. Like it's all LED lights.
How does this guy mass produce this stuff without like, with doing this at home?
And that's the thing too, Thor, because he charges really low prices when you think about what he's making.
Yeah, when you think about it,
we interviewed him on our show. He's not in this at all for profit. In fact, he's lucky if he breaks even on these.
Wow. That's crazy.
Seriously. Isn't that nuts, dude? Yeah.
I'm really surprised that Disney has not reprimanded.
Actually,
I know.
Actually, I think he actually has connections that are friendly to him.
Really?
He's mentioned that he is going to do a Ray speeder at some point. And he actually has like ways to get the actual like dimensions from them or somehow. It's really interesting, some of the stuff he said. So yeah, I hear you though. I mean, dude, that thing is
that's crazy. So, that's like Yeah, that's gonna when that's lit up. That's gonna be
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
that's gonna be great.
100. It has 150 lights.
150 LEDs, yeah.
Wow,
And
Yeah.
it's got like the wall LEDs that go around the thing. It's got all the like ceiling ones on the back. It's nuts, dude. The guy
That's got to be 50 inches wide.
It's
That's insane.
big. I can't find the size anywhere. That's the thing sometimes about his stuff is he doesn't. Sometimes the information's hard to find, and yeah, here I can't find the dimensions.
This kid's only 3 feet tall, though. That's the thing. You have to he's this is from the Netherlands, so I bet his kid's probably 7 foot tall. Freaking nuts, man!
that's like in awe, like looking at this.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's gonna be incredible when it happens. When I get it, I just don't know.
Yeah, Matt, you have nowhere to put that.
I don't know.
Oof, you're
I don't know
doomed.
I'm
Absolutely doomed.
I'll probably end up having to keep it honestly in the box for a while. I don't know. At that point, I think I will have my module cases set up here, but I still don't know where I'm going to put the damn.
There's not going to be a module case for that.
I'm talking about putting it on.
I don't think so either. I mean, not if you plan on facing it forward. I don't think it's gonna fit in no module case. It might side to side. It would, but like
that's what you gotta do. You gotta do so.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. I mean,
what's cool about this is that cockpit top comes off, and so it's not just covered up like this. And so you can take that front cap off pretty much. The half of the front cap and see all the people inside, see the lights lit up and everything. So it's obstructing it, which is really cool.
But that's literally gonna freeze people in their tracks.
Oh, that's
when they see that.
It's crazy.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to get this whenever it happens.
That's nuts.
And just turn those lights on and see this thing lit up. It's gonna be nuts. I don't know, man. It's Steve. Do you already have a place for this thing?
Yeah, I'll probably put it on top of a cabinet. Like those, I have half height cabinets, so I'll probably put it on
your double deeps or your double deep cabinets or
the double deeps, probably. Yeah.
That would be nice to know.
Yeah, pretty sick. I did order some of those those ultimate displays.
Yeah.
Legendary displays, I should say. But I don't think he's gonna make it at this point.
Okay.
It's not looking good for him.
Right.
He's got 30,000 out of 100,000. He's got like 30 hours to go or something. So,
jeez.
Yeah.
Him and his dad is kind of a family thing, right? That they make.
I'm talking about Dean. So legendary displays.
Legendary displays. I got you.
Yeah, the legendary displays. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make his goal. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
And if he did, then I would feel pretty comfortable about getting that.
Honestly. Adam, have you seen those?
Yeah.
What do you think about those?
They wouldn't suit the way I collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even module case, I've talked to the Brian, is his name?
Sure.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times asking him if he'll make my size, and he doesn't make the size.
What size do you need? Like what?
6 feet wide, 30 inches tall, and 24 inches deep. I need 6 of them.
Wow. You have the space for that?
Well, they'd be replacing the stuff that I have right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm particular. I want everything in the same line.
Okay.
And I don't want any separation.
That's the max is what? How high? Like how high is the max plus? Have you looked
the height? The height's not the problem. It's the width. I need 6 foot wide case.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the most he can do is a 4 foot, and then he's like, yeah, but then you put a 2 foot on the side of it, and I'm like, no, but then there'll be a bar in the middle.
Yeah, you connect them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, that doesn't work for me.
The cockpit is 30 inches long and 19 inches diameter.
Diameter. Okay.
So that's he's all. I mean, think about it. That's
this guy says he need a 1/6 scale Death Star.
Well, it's funny that you should say that. This guy Yost from Jazz Inc. makes not a Death Star, but he does the gantry. Luke and Vader have their battle, and that thing I think is close to 4 feet long, if I remember correctly.
He said he's not making that though anymore, right? Because it's just too ridiculous to make.
Yeah. Last time I checked, he had some in stock, but yeah, I don't know if like he's run out or whatever.
He was talking about making the Millennium Falcon like ramp. You know, like the
yeah. When it opens up,
yeah, that full ramp,
yeah.
which is really cool. He's making all. He's essentially going to make the Millennium Falcon over the course of like 2 or 3 years, and you'll just piece them together. It's gonna be crazy, man.
That's amazing.
If he makes a full size one, 100%, I'm getting that. I don't know where it's gonna go.
A full size Millennium Falcon.
100%, I get that. Easy.
Dude, have you seen how big that is?
I saw it when the Hot Toys made it. And,
yeah, the thing's huge.
That thing was insane, man. That thing
I would love a like master replica style Millennium Falcon, like made in like a really, really amazing quality, like that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they made a diecast one that I bought off. That's how I met folks, actually, because he sold me his, and I had it, and I was like, dude, this thing ain't worth what they selling it for, so I sold it.
Yeah,
so it was nice, but it wasn't that nice, you know. So
those master replicas are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you looked at anything other any other master replica stuff, Thor? Have you
like not really, because you know, like
another thing, man.
Yeah, it's just space, you know. Like when it comes down to it, I'm just like, I'd rather have a statue. I mean, all them sabers and stuff, like the guy I was talking about, it looked great, but you know, if I had more space to devote to it, sure, I'd be getting that kind of stuff, helmets and sabers and all that kind of stuff. But it's just I just can't do it.
Does Marvel have the same? Does anyone make like helmets for Marvel?
Oh yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. I got a Thor hammer right there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a little Loki helmet up there.
Yeah, that's cool. Because Star Wars is huge on helmets. I mean, they make.
I got a Magneto helmet, a Wolverine mask. Yeah.
I guess DC would be the same, huh? They would make.
I've seen Wonder Woman gauntlets and rope and stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen Wolverine claws too, dude. They got like skeleton. Have you seen those? It's like skeleton arms, and then you see like the metal claws. I've seen that in the comic book shop one time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Queen Studios did the hand.
This was both hands when I saw. They had it up on the wall, and it was like two like skeleton.
Yeah, but it's inaccurate.
Yeah, I mean,
why would his bones be bones?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I saw
wrong.
that.
So wrong.
That was a long time ago.
Imagine being a Wolverine guy and displaying that. So wrong.
Yeah.
Dude, there's how much Wolverine stuff is there at this point?
I don't know. I'm trying to get there.
Is that the most made X-Men character at this point?
Easy.
Yeah.
I'd say Magneto after that, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Magneto, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's one thing we don't have that problem. Have you, so Tim, do you have any other, what's your 1/3 stuff? Do you have one?
I have the Mortal Kombat ninjas, the pop culture shock ninjas.
Okay. And you don't have anything 1/3, right, Thor? Yeah.
No, 1/3 is unruly, man. They're so fucking big.
It's huge.
Half scale is big too, man. But I'm one and done after that.
That's those legendary scales. Those are half scale.
Are those half scale?
Half scale.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know
the first one was Wolverine. That was the first legendary scale.
Steve, do you plan on getting anything other than Yoda legendary scale? Because I know you have Yoda, but
you occasionally think maybe the C-3PO or something like that, but
Obi-Wan.
They're expensive.
That's the one you need.
It's a little bit hard to find too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That
thing looks incredible though.
I almost bought the Darth Maul one a bunch of times. I love that statue.
Those third scale statues have always looked kind of weird to me. They're just I think the scale is just kind of odd. What's this?
Yo, Archangel, man, I'm starting to get fucking jealous, bro. You haven't mentioned me at all this whole time. I thought you stopped watching.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah, guys. Steve, I don't want you to fall asleep on camera, buddy.
Yeah, y'all got this show tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, I got one in the morning, right?
Still, you gonna be around
I'll be around if you got. I'll tell you what. I'll be watching. But you know, you can hit me up on the chat, and you say if there's a spot open, I'll be there, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be cool to get you on because I know we have some people that say they weren't sure, Steve, or
Right, but I think it's like I think I have like 5 definites and 2 that are possible.
ish. Okay.
So it's kind of like the only thing that's bad about StreamYard is the limitation to 6
Yeah.
people.
Well, that said, though, Steve, I do have to jump off somewhat early tomorrow, like early-ish. So I can only do like half or so. So Thor, you might be able to jump on.
It's some bullshit brunch that you're going to.
Yeah. It's like a Mother's Day thing. It's such bullshit.
Come on.
No big deal.
I can tell you're a statue man already, bro.
Got to do it. Adam, thanks for coming on, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
No, it was really cool having you on. We've been watching you quite a bit from a distance, and
Really?
That sounds nice. That sounds great, Matt. Yep.
Well, from a distance from our houses, been watching you on DCX. So,
oh, thanks. Man.
Yeah, it's been really cool seeing you guys do, and that show's killer. So, anyone that's out there,
YouTube don't think so.
Yeah, YouTube is locking us out, man.
Doesn't like anybody these days. It's interesting.
It's all right.
Hasn't PJ? Oh, we've almost gotten Sixcast has almost gotten killed a couple times, hasn't it?
No, Sithcast had his little live stream did.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, but Sithcast had it.
Yeah. But if you guys haven't checked out DCX, check them out. Every Friday, Thor?
Every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. But
it's fantastic.
I think we're gonna be. I mean, we got a Facebook group too. If you want to join, we have a lot of fun. So
yeah.
And
the great, good, really fun people. You guys got a lot of good characters over there. It's fun to watch you guys.
Yeah, awesome. People.
Some of them watching us right now.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a rotating group of people, or is it just kind of mainly?
It's rotating.
It's the premise is whoever wants to come on, people in the chat, whatever, you can come on with us.
I got you.
Talk statues, So some people they're like, "Oh, dude, we don't want to come on because you guys got nice collect." We're like, dude, we don't give a damn. Just come on, So
yeah. That's really cool. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And we'll be on tomorrow morning. What time is it, Steve? Do you know what time we're doing it at?
It's noon Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll be on. Yeah, I can't be on the whole time, but whatever. And thanks guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man.
Been awesome.